In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
And we back. Another episode of the Morning Max Show. Of course, we miss our girl, Reese Reese. She won't be here today, but always prayers with her and the family. She'll be back most likely Monday. How you doing today, Beast?
Good, brother. How you doing, man? I'm out here driving. Got to go all the way to Baltimore doing the father thing, trying to take care of the stuff for my daughter.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Father 24/7. We also got our girl Destiny back with us. How you doing today, Destiny?
I'm doing alrighty. Slept great. Woke up happy. What about you?
I'm good. I'm especially great today now, and I got y'all tuned here. My boy Trey Wiz. How you doing today, Trey? You in good mood as well?
What's
We
good,
good over
Slim?
here.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, the weather's nice outside. Sure, making
Oh,
me
that's
some
four
coffee.
for
I'm all right.
four.
What's up, y'all?
That's four
Hey,
for four. I think that's the first time everybody in a good mood today. That's what's up.
yeah, that's cool.
Make sure I send Lee the link for. I ain't trying to get cussed out today. This is another
Oh yeah.
episode
Oh
of
nah.
Freaky Friday. This is the
I'm excited this
85th
time. Hey.
85th week of Friday, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's been 85 weeks of Freaky Talk. And it get crazy, Destiny. So, I think this your
A lot
first
of
Freaky Friday. I'm going to get
Yep.
Funny Man some time to get in here.
whole lot of
Hey,
nasty shit.
man. Yeah, because it turns up. Y'all in here, please like, please share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We try and get as many people in here as possible before we get these conversations started. Cause I
That's
already
cool.
know y'all got some crazy ones today. Brenda had one. We can wait for coming here with hers.
That's cool.
I know Trey always got something in the.
Oh nah, it's
Y'all ain't
always
hit
something
that
under the
like
belt,
button.
Slim.
Hit that like button for us, please. That like, that share button. Keep the
If you
eyes
ain't
on the
here
road,
watching, it
B.
don't take but a second. Yeah. Be safe,
I'm
bruh,
good.
while you driving. All right, Slim.
I'm good. I'm good. You
Yeah, all
feeling
right.
better, Destiny? I seen you had that spray bottle yesterday. You was just spraying all
Spraying
day. I
down.
didn't know what that was at first. Like, where does she keep spraying?
It's cough syrup. When I woke up, yes, because like I mentioned yesterday, I said sorry. I started vaping out of stress.
Oh
And
no, you
since
all
I
right.
started vaping about a week ago, my voice has steadily declined, and this brings it back.
Oh, I
So
done remind her.
yeah,
That's all. We
thank
gotta
you.
get that voice
It's
back.
It's right by me. But I feel great today. This coming weekend, so actually it's tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be performing comedy at my friend's wedding, and she has invited me to come get my nails done with her and her bridesmaids. So after this show, I'm going to go look even more fabulous, and I look forward to that.
That's what's up. Shit.
That's big. I never heard of comedy at a wedding.
Neither have I.
Hey,
It's
that's nice.
It's gonna go great. My co-host is gonna start and do like probably about 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'm going after him and doing probably around 20 or so minutes with a heartfelt ending, because I've known them as a couple for about 2 years, and I've known the future husband since, I don't know, I was like 11 or 12. So it's been a long time, and I'm very happy for them.
Trey just got zapped out. Trey be back in here. We're gonna start off light till everybody get back in here when they start to spice things up. But we always gonna start with the ladies first, as always. Question to you, Destiny. I know some.
You glitched up right there. I
Reasons
couldn't
why
hear
people
you.
cheat in your way. Oh, is
Why
that
do
going in
Good.
and
people
out?
I'm
cheat?
glad. I thought it was me.
Oh, for
Okay,
real?
so the
Is it
question
me?
is, why do people cheat? Welcome
Because
back,
I'm
Trey.
going in and out. Yeah, I want to make
Yeah,
sure my
my
connection
joint
clear.
had crashed. Yeah, it told me that something went wrong, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
mine's messing up too. She said she didn't hear me. I said we're gonna start off light, and I was starting with Destiny, and the question was, why do women or men cheat? And I know it's many a reason
That's a
why
good
people.
question.
I want to know why you think, Destiny, women or men cheat. Either one, or you can decide to answer for both. Mainly
Well,
women though.
there are a lot of like little qualities that come in here or there. Like, for example, you start off the relationship lovey-dovey and all sweet and darling, and then the love goes away, and she can or he can sit there and say, "Hey, look, I need some love in this relationship," and then they ignore them, or things get worse. A lot of the times, like for example, let's have a guy and a girl situation. So, maybe they've got a responsibility, like maybe they've got a kid or a couple kids, and the father is in the position to, I need you to take that. This is possibly maybe a real life situation that I'm referencing, but I'm not using any names. But so he was supposed to take care of the house, and all she asked of him was do the dishes, change the baby's diaper. But whenever she came home and he had not done the dishes, her response was to yell at him and just approach him with violence. And I told her, I said, you shouldn't be doing that. The more violent you are towards him, the less he's going to want to communicate with you on what's going on. And the more likely that he's going to have somebody at work that's being nice to him. And he's going to sit there and think, the woman at home is being mean to me. The woman at work is being nice to me. And then it might create some kind of connection over there that just like butts heads with your relationship. And so y'all need to learn how to talk about what's going on. And maybe if you approach him differently, then that thing is less likely to happen. And I told her that, and she said, well, he's not going to do that. And I said, no, I mean, like statistically, this is a worry that you should have. You're being violent towards him. And it doesn't matter how long y'all have been together, that you have a child, there's likely somebody being nicer to him. Well, he did end up having somebody nicer at work, and he did end up cheating on her. And it was easy for him to hide at first because they would do it in the parking lot at work. But whenever it came out, at that point, he had done knocked up his new chick. It had to come out. So I think if the couples were able to have less violence between each other, communicate better, keep some kind of romanticism between each other, if there's a line that, like, I'm a firm believer of, if I have a problem and I keep it to myself and the problem gets worse, that's my fault. But if I have a problem and I tell you, hey, I have this issue and I really want us to work on it, and I've now taken that issue and put it in your hands, and it is now your choice to either make it better or make it worse. And doing nothing, changing nothing, will do nothing but make it worse. So I think a lot of cheating comes from a hatred in the relationship, or an important detail being lacked in the relationship. If nobody expresses that there's a problem, then it's both of their faults. If somebody does express there's a problem, then it's whoever decided to not give two damns and not work on it. But regardless, on either side, if you feel like, hey, I'm not happy here and I think I want to go cheat, the way that I recommend going about your next steps is just in the relationship. I mean, it doesn't matter. Oh, I've got this family. Da, 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 da. Either fix your relationship or don't be in that relationship. If you cheat on your lady, I mean, most of the time these days, she's going to make it apparent to your kids what you did. And then you've been villainized to your children. She's going to tell her family, and you're villainized to those families. Men and women both lack, and men and women both cheat. But if we just freaking get over it, talk to each other, or end it, that's what the right thing to do is.
Just end it. But and basically come to communication. That's what I got from that. If they can communicate, you can basically, avoid your partner from cheating. Basically come from lack of communication or lack of sex or disagreement. But if they come to each other as adults, they can actually fix the problem before it become a problem. What's your thoughts, Trey? Why do women or men cheat out here?
I mean, I think it's just a selfish act to fill a void. Like, you trying to fill a void of some sort, and yeah, it's just your selfish act to do so. Because, I mean, when people say something, I don't understand how people had a relationship, especially for years on end, and then I don't know. A lot of people accept shit because there's something in the relationship, whether it's the person's status, socially, it's their money, um, I don't know, something about them that you just can't get over, where you rather take them on as a partner, and instead of deciding what you're willing to take long term. Because, I mean, the cheating, I mean, that's just, like I said, it's just a selfish act to fill a void, honestly. I mean, I don't get it. I don't think there's anything, because people like can say that, oh, their partner gained weight or their partner is. So if that's all it took, then what the hell did y'all have in the first place?
Yep.
That's tough. Gain weight. Things do change. People get older.
Get sick or some shit or
Yeah,
something.
they get sick, catch an illness, or they just can't do the things they used to do. But shoot, Beast, he been in a relationship. He been married for a long time. So I think him and his wife are prime example of people who sticking in there. Because I'm pretty sure he done told us plenty of times they weren't always perfect. They went through their ups and downs. So Beast, why you think people outside of you and your wife, why do they be out here cheating?
All right, well, don't ever exclude me or my wife from anything, because even in our relationship, things happen. But luckily, cheating hasn't been one of our issues. But the thing for me, and I'm just speaking in general, most of the time for men, it's opportunity. It doesn't even have to do with it doesn't really necessarily have to do with your wife or significant other is doing something, or whatever the case may be. Because a lot of men that I know, it was just a simple opportunity. They were somewhere, this woman came on to them, they knew that their wife wouldn't find out, and they did it. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing for females, in my opinion, and this is something that we talked about on our podcast and things like that. But usually, for a female to cheat, there's some type of emotion involved. Whether it would be she's cheating out of anger, she's cheating out of not being confident because her husband says that she's not this, or boyfriend says she's not this, she's not that, and somebody gives her that attention and that emotion of wanting to feel accepted and loved, or a lot of times it's the emotion of anger, like they're tired of whatever this, that, and the other. They're pissed off at their husband and cheat. It's usually some type of emotion involved for a woman to cheat. That's why it's always important for me in my relationship to be emotionally there for my wife, to know that sometimes she's going through. The hardest thing for men is that, sometimes you just gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta be there to listen, because we always want to fix shit. And sometimes it's not about fixing it, it's just about being there. You know what I'm saying? I always say to myself, the day my wife comes home and does not tell me about her day is the day I start getting worried about things. Because you want to be that person that she comes to and has the conversation with you. Because as soon as she starts having that conversation with some other man, that's the man she's going to end up
I'm
fucking.
finding comfort in him. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
The safe haven.
That, that's the man she's going to end up cheating on you with, because that she's becoming emotionally involved with that man. You know what I'm saying? So I take pride in making sure that my wife talks to me about it. That I am that man that she can come to and have the conversation with. And that's just my opinion of one of the biggest reasons, in my opinion. But there's multiple hundreds of different reasons why people do what they do. You know what I'm saying? But usually for a man, a lot of this opportunity, like, and I'm just talking, for me personally, I've been in those situations where somebody came up to me and basically threw it at me, and I could have did what I wanted to do and not did anything. I made that decision, but I know a lot of men who's like, well, shit, if she offered it, I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Just in that hunter mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, I make a lot of jokes about stuff like that, but in reality, it's a real thing. Sometimes men don't even need a reason. It's just an opportunity. So that's all I got to
So
say.
yeah, miscommunication. We definitely see opportunity. So Kiana, you new to the panel right now, to this conversation. We just talking about
What's
why
up,
do
Yanni?
men or women cheat, these days. Why do they cheat? We know it's many, many ways or many reasons why they cheat. We just want to know your thoughts. Why you think people cheat these days?
I think for one, um, it's a lot to do with upbringing also, because you do what your parents do usually, you know, and I think a lot of things I do with it is unhappiness. People not. One thing I learned from my neighbor, he's a marriage counselor. He said, Kiani, do you know people really don't get together and find out what they like? They really don't know, and I think you need to sit down and talk with a person, if you want to have sex every night. So I think it's miscommunication. I think it's the main reason why people cheat. And I think once you start doing it, you start feeling so good, you can't stop. They say once a cheater, always a cheater. I think the only way you'll stop if you really want to stop. But I think it's just miscommunication, especially on the East Coast, because here it's like everything's fast paced. So like everything expensive. So it's like you sleep with your roommate, you sleep with your coworkers. So around here they have work husbands and wives. I always hear that. Especially like when they traveling. My friend told me, she sleep with a coworker every time they travel because they stay in the same hotel. So, it could be the job too,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. You're right. I mean, it
yeah,
seems like a lot of people do a lot of cheating out here. And
it's
then what's
right.
crazy is they find it weird to people who's open. You got some people out here who have open relationships. And you be like, well, dad, that's weird. You just sleeping with that person. But then it seems like that's what most of the people out here doing. What's your thoughts on open relationships, Destiny? Do you think that's something okay? You okay with people doing it? Is you open to something like that? You know.
Now personally, I mean, okay, so all right, whatever you choose to do with your relationship is between you and the primary significant other. If y'all decide, well, I want to be polyamorous, let's get a boyfriend, let's get a girlfriend, then there has to be an understanding that, okay, we both have this boyfriend or we both have this girlfriend. So we both should have the ability to be with this individual either together or separately. But that is a decision between you two. If you decide you want to be in an open relationship, then the open relationship has to be open. It doesn't just mean go screw whoever the heck you want to. It means, hey, honey, I'm at this club and I'm feeling this kind of way. This is an individual that I've run into. Are you okay? I would like to go sleep with them. And it's once again with the communication. Whatever you choose to do with your relationship, that's up to you. I don't care. Whatever makes you happy, whatever flips your penis or whatever. But it's literally all the way down to whatever your relationship is comfortable with. As long as y'all keep the communication between you, then do whatever you want.
I've been hearing that a lot. Because the kids these days, they in these poly relationships, open relationships. I'm starting to get confused. Like even some of my students, they like girlfriends, but then they got a boyfriend who go there too. And it's just so weird to me. What's your thoughts on these new era relationships, Trey Money, these polys and these open relationships? Will and Jada, I heard they been doing it.
I don't know how you that just sounds like people that are out of love. Like there's something about the relationship that it looks good together. I would never feel like I'd be able to wrap my head around loving somebody, but then you sharing someone else. And I don't know how you love more than one person at one time. I don't know how you really want to give yourself to people like that all the time. But I just think you open up a door for a lot of triggering shit because you can't control that little subtle touch that that person would give you. Now they're giving to that other person. I just feel like if y'all really like in a household together and y'all see certain things y'all not gonna like, I mean, you just open the door to Pandora's box. So I mean, I feel like with my like detachment from people and certain shit about, you know, an interaction like that, I feel like, I don't know, I wouldn't be a participant, but I don't think it's very many people like myself that can really pull themselves back from it and not be triggered by every single little thing. I just think it's too much. It's too complicated. So I personally wouldn't fuck around with it. But, you know, people can do what they do. You know,
it's too much stuff out here, you know, but I see it a lot, you know, even in relationships, marriages, they got, you know, people that have these things they do, they swap out wives and shit like that, you know. So people into some freaky stuff, you know. That's something you ever thought about, Beast? Y'all get freaky like that, man. He say Shane his wife, he gonna kill somebody.
Yeah, first of all, so I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've kind of talked to quite a few people who are in different types of relationships, and the one thing I found is that usually somebody in that relationship has a self-esteem issue, because, in my opinion, this is my opinion, you can't have high self-esteem and be in a polyamorous relationship. Because you are accepting the fact of being number two. At some point, you will be number two. You'll never be always number one. You know what I'm saying? And that, in my opinion, somebody has to have that in order for it to be somewhat successful. Now, that's up to you. Unfortunately, I have a huge self-esteem problem where I would never be number two to no one. You know what I'm saying? In anything. I don't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, you know, I don't understand. That's what I can't wrap my arms around, is that if I'm going to be in a relationship, I will never allow you to put me number two. You know what I'm saying? I even talk to my wife and talk to these people who say, oh, well, my kid is always first. Well, then you're not in a relationship. Apparently, you're in a relationship with your child, because there's no way that I'm going to be in a relationship with you and you're going to tell me your kid is first. You know what I'm saying? Like, then cool. Then you and your kid can have a great time. You know, it's all good. That's just my personal issue. Maybe it's an issue for me. Maybe I just have that type of personality. And then the other thing is, I don't share shit. I don't share a goddamn thing. The only thing I share is my opinion, and that's it. The rest of that shit is mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't like none of that shit. My wife knows I don't play none of them games, son. I don't play none of them games of niggas calling you from work and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. Nah, that shit don't work at all. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yes, my wife does have male friends, but they're also my friends. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and the same thing. Like, she's more friends with their wife than she is with their friends. I had a friend I had to cut out of my friend circle because he's going to tell me that, you know, I'm good friends with your wife. And I was like, no, you're not. Yeah, actually, I was like, no, you're not going to call her to come help you and pick you up. And he was like, why can't I? And I was like, nigga, because that ain't how it works. Of course this dude was single. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that ain't how it works. I was like, yo, and then when he was dating, his girl called me, and I'd be like, I don't know shit. I don't know where he at. I don't know where he been. And she was like, well, he said he was with you. I was like, oh, yeah, he was. He left. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, I need friends, even though I ain't doing nothing, that I know they in on my side no matter what. Like, I don't even want to be friends with dudes who want to be friends with my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be my wife friend, then I don't need you in my circle. I need a nigga who's going to be on my side no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I can call you and go on the couch. So anyway, to get back to the thing is, I ain't doing it. It ain't happening. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like people, you know, I don't even like people that much. And the other thing about another woman in our relationship, I ain't doing that shit either. My wife is enough work for me. I'm good. Like, I'm not going to try to satisfy two women. I don't have the patience. Like, yo, that shit is way too much work. It's like when you got a great job already, you want to go get another one just to be working. Who the fuck wants to just work? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. I get everything I got from this first job. I'm good. I'm going to go to another job just to work. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah,
But anyway, that's how I feel.
I feel you on that shit.
Y'all hear Beast ain't playing.
Yeah,
Don't even think about it. Don't think about
too
it.
complicated.
Leave it.
That shit too
Guys
complicated.
being friends with girls is a different subject. Like, for example, with
think
my
that
guy,
shit
like,
work.
I don't care if he has chick friends. He's still friends with a couple of his exes even, and I don't care because I trust that he's in a relationship with me. He's not going to do anything dumb. And one of my best friends is a guy, and dude, he's a comedian. He's my co-host on the Better Than Being Bored podcast. We put on an episode every Sunday. He's a guy, and everywhere we go, people think that we're in a relationship. Oh, is that your husband, your boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. And both of us are like, no. And we don't see each other in that light. Like, I know he's a good looking guy and I'm a good looking gal. And that's apparent by the people that flirt with us. But as per he and I, we don't look at each other in that manner. We wouldn't have that kind of relationship. We really do value our friendship way more than what other people have to say about us. And he comes over. The thing is, if a guy wants to be friends with your girl, but he don't want to be friends with you, he don't want to talk to you,
Yeah.
he's a fucking problem. If a girl wants to be friends with him and he doesn't want to talk to me, then she's a problem. But if they're willing to be friends with both of you and they respect your relationship and understand what lines not to cross, I don't see any problem with there being a friendship that has a guy and a girl in it. Of course, there are situations where you got to watch out, like, hey, he's showing signs of being a problem. And there are women that don't care and break that rule and make it look bad for the individuals like me and my friend Bo and my man. And it sucks that so many people make that look so bad that people are worrisome about it. But it is possible for individuals to get along and not want to do that.
It definitely does happen, though. It definitely does happen. I mean, Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Beast.
No, I was just gonna say real quick, just to clarify. I'm not. My wife does have male friends. I'm good with that. But like for instance, she meet this dude at work, That nigga stay at work. I don't give a fuck if she's friends with him at work, but that nigga ain't calling you at home. Now, if I've never met him, I don't know this nigga, and all of a sudden he calling you at home and shit for work shit. Nah, fuck that. No, no.
Oh man, you should meet my man. You should come hang out with my hubby over here.
Here's the thing. Unfortunately, maybe it's my fault. I don't want to meet him. I don't give a fuck what you do at work. Like,
No, you're right. I told you that.
Yeah,
That
keep that shit.
It's always
I
been
don't
around.
give a fuck about what you do at work. Keep that shit at work. Talk all the shit you want. But if the nigga called my house and I had it happen, he called my house and the nigga was stuttering and shit. I was like, what the fuck you stuttering for, dog? Like, what's wrong?
Oh, nah.
You know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying? Because you can tell the difference between a person that's really trying to do. He calling at 8 o'clock at night talking about he want to talk to work. Fuck you. Work tomorrow. Like, nah.
If you answer that phone and just, oh, what up, man? How was your day? And he like chats with you and y'all get along and you're like, oh, hey, honey, it's this guy. Then like that's one thing. But if he like right away starts doing that stuttering shit and he only
don't get too fooled by that smooth shit either though, because that don't somebody call you know what to do because they already knew how they practiced that shit before. Because I know some situations where people, oh, what's up, bro, and all that. Yeah. All right, I'm about to get my car worked on. All right, well, I'm gonna fuck your bitch while you're gone. But yeah, I'll see you later. Definitely seen that shit firsthand. Definitely seen that. So watch all that shit. But I would want to have my friends. I would want to have my friend base already established by the time I'm in a like to the point of marriage or solid relationship anyway, because I'm not really trying to adapt new people, because anybody that the person that I'm with to want to marry or whatever anyway should have been around my people enough for everybody to know what's up. So anybody can point out, oh no, y'all not acting right or something.
You cannot come to my home.
Yeah. I don't feel like there should be shit on your phone. When somebody says that and that brings up another subject for real. I don't know if Kiani got the answer on what I think he did, but on somebody looking through your phone or not. What the fuck do you got on your phone where somebody can't see? I don't think that there's too many reasons why you need my phone or why you need to really pick it up or use it. But should I have a problem with it? No. Should I have a problem with telling you what the password is? No. I think you have something on there that you don't want motherfuckers to see.
There you go.
Nah. Yeah. I would never understand that. Yeah.
I'm not entertaining Bozo the Clown.
I'm not boo the fool with nobody. Yeah.
If I hit my phone, you cannot come to my home.
What'd you say, Destiny?
So my man pulled his phone away from me one time, and I'm not a very violent person, but as we went over yesterday, I do have the violence on the inside.
Little streaks.
You have a tendency to be violent.
He pulled his phone away from me one time, and I went, this whole demon came out of my throat and was like, excuse the fuck out of you. You want to look at my phone here? I don't give two shits because I have nothing to hide. What are you hiding? And turns out he had just started conversing with his ex. But I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not paranoid about what you have to see, except for now, since you done pulled your phone away from me. So now you got to show me that there's no problem. That is the only time in the entire 4.5 years that I have asked to look through his phone, and I looked and saw her, and they're like sending pictures of dogs and like, look at this pretty view and shit like that. She lives in Colorado, and she has a girlfriend, and she was moving to Florida, and I'm like, I don't give two shits about this. Why did you pull your phone from me? Oh, well, I thought you would get upset that I was messaging my ex-girlfriend. I don't give a fuck. I'm your current girlfriend. That's what's up.
Who's that? Charles Wills or
That's
Charles
Slicky
Wells?
Woo-boo.
Oh, okay. Hey, dang, you put your government out there. I ain't never seen your government.
Trust
What's up, Slicky? Yeah, that's I don't know, because you just I ain't playing with that either. Because
can you
too many
do it,
reasons
Trey?
why you.
Can you trust your partner's ex? Like, can you trust being with somebody and they still friends with their ex? That
There's no. You have either you have something that I feel like you have something about you that you can't separate yourself from, because the past is the past. So there's not, unless that person maybe is about the past, they have a health, something like that dramatic or something, even if you reaching out to them, because I'll consider the significance of how like solid y'all was. So maybe their mother or father passed or something. I don't know. Maybe little reasons like that you can reach out and say something. But if it's in the past doesn't creep up into your present or future unless you got skeletons in your closet. So I don't really think there's a reason why you need to be reaching out and all buddy. I have no problem with you seeing them, being out somewhere and you what's up, whatever. But I don't really aid too much extra dialogue for no reason. Some of that should be unnecessary. I don't really fuck with that. But
Yeah, I see it happens a lot. I don't know if Brenda with us yet. Let us know when you with us, Brenda. But I
I'm
don't
here.
know if I can do it, Trey. Brenda, can you be with someone and they still be friends with their ex? Someone they was in a relationship previous before you?
Uh, I'm gonna go with a hell no. I know a lot of people. They for the woman, they will say things like, "I was friends with her before I met you, and we were together, and
yeah,
that's
duh.
right." And no, we were
Right.
friends. That's what they said. We were friends before I knew you, and she's my friend. And yeah, we had sex and we was in a relationship, but we figured out we ain't good together. So no, we ain't going back, but we still hang out and drink wine and eat cheese. Well,
Right.
no, right, because now you need to hang out, eat wine or drink wine and eat cheese with me. We ain't got time for her. My dad is from Cuba. And my dad and my mom were married until death did he part, right? Shout out to my dad. Oh, Father's Days are hard. But anyway, my dad didn't allow that shit, and my mother didn't allow that shit. No, my mom was like, I don't care if you were friends with her back from the island that you were born in, that you haven't seen in 30 years. That's gonna be a no. And they lasted over, until he died. So I'll go that route. I'm gonna say my final answer, hell to the motherfucking no.
Survey says. Hey, what's up, funny
All right.
man? I ain't know you slid in this joint. What's up?
Hey, I gotta go real quick. I just wanted to say something about this real quick, and then I'm gonna go. I gotta go, and I'll be back in probably about a half an hour. But so as y'all know, I dated my wife's best friend before I started dating my wife. So we're still friends. You know what I'm saying? We're still friends. And my other ex, I'm still friends with her, but I totally cut her out. Huh?
That's some real weird stuff. How did that go?
Yeah. But I cut her totally out. Like, we only talk to each other on birthdays. That's it. You gotta remember also that any of these exes were 23 years ago. At this point in time, my wife does not give a fuck about none of them. You know what I'm saying? So she don't give it. Actually, 28 years ago. So she damn sure don't give a shit about any of them. So at this point, but I am still friends with them.
So how did that work? I mean, where'd y'all flirt at? I mean, when did you make the move?
She has a very good husband, Beast. That was great of you to say, you know what? I'm going to make you feel secure, and I'm going to X this one right here.
Yeah, that's how it should be, yeah.
Yeah. We only talking about, like, I brought my wife to her wedding. Like, we went to her wedding and shit like that and blah, blah, blah.
That's mature.
What I'm saying?
That's mature.
But I mean, we're still friends. I mean, we were friends when we broke up. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like there's nothing to it anymore. I mean, with shit, now it's fucking 28, but I haven't seen her since her wedding, and I don't do anything like that because I would want that same respect. Like, I wouldn't want my wife hanging out with some dude she dated a long time ago, so I don't hang out with them either. But her best friend, we still see each other at functions and shit like that. So
right.
You guys are still. Wait a minute. You guys are still friendly, and that's okay. I don't want you to hate nobody. I don't want
that's different.
You to talk to them in life, but friends, no. Friends is a different level. That's an intimate word. That's a relationship word. That's a word that takes time to develop. And I don't want anybody hanging around me or you that knew us from that back when. So you are a good man to say, I'm not even going to put my wife through this. I love her, and I don't need to talk to you. So we cool, and I'll holler at you. And that's mature.
That's tough. Kiani, can you do it? Can you be with somebody and they still be friends with their ex partner or whoever they was with previous before you?
No, I ain't now unless she make 2.25 million, she spoils me. But besides that, I ain't going for that. She might got slit her wrist. Yeah, I don't play that. Look at that.
Is it?
Yo, Mike.
I do not play none of that.
Kiani, Mike.
I think you need to come.
Under that, yeah. I got a jealous streak. Y'all know me. I jealousy. What we call it?
Yeah, your microphone is
Keone, hit those
say
two
something
buttons.
now. Go
Keone,
ahead.
hit those two buttons that Trey Wiz hit. Go into
I
your
had I had that issue because I'm on a microphone.
On a
That's
mic.
different.
well,
'cause
it
the
might
mic is
work for
spiking.
him. It might work for him
What
too.
up,
So go
Phil? Big Phil.
What's up, Phil?
Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Say something again, Kiani.
I'm feeling good today.
There we go.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What you was saying now? You saying that you can or you can't?
No, I cannot. I said, what's the movie called? The Crush. Yeah, she either got slit her wrist. She got to make $2.2 million and spoil me for me to let that happen. But besides that, I act like Ike Turner. I'm not playing around. If you love me, you gotta love just me to the day you die. And then you gotta watch over me while you in heaven. So
Yeah, damn.
Right.
yeah.
That means he going
Well,
first.
that sounds like a real union.
Death do us part. I'm not committing to anything past death. Like once I die, that's it, Yoni. Okay.
Funny
I'm
man
telling you, I
always
got the
snap.
chocolate. It's important.
Philip, you just get out of the hospital? Why you wearing a hospital gown?
He like he broke out of that motherfucker.
That ain't no hospital gown with no
Because when I was in the hospital, I took a liking to this.
You ain't playing nothing. You feel like you escaped.
Oh, man.
That's the
Funny
way I
man.
roll.
Funny man. You ready, man? Go ahead, get your chips in. Go ahead, you can finish. I don't want to slow you down. But can you be with a woman that's still friends with her ex?
Can I be with a woman that's still friends with her ex?
Yeah.
If you don't get that shit chewed up.
I'm still friends with your ex.
Yeah, I could because you know what I mean. Like, I'm not really the jealous type or whatever, and I'm confident in me or whatever like that. No,
Again, bro.
I'm not alone. I'm like, man, this man was friends with this girl for like 5 years.
Oh,
and they were
shit.
best friends. And then they were like, let's
Kick
see what
that
happens if we're in
bitch
a
to the
relationship.
side.
And
Nah,
they were
Slim.
like, nah,
Push that bitch over
actually,
the
this is
edge.
not for
She
us.
done.
Nah, you're not alone. You're not alone. What about you, Phil? Can you do it?
I gotta do it because I'm still friends with both of my exes.
yeah.
So I can't ask nobody to do no more than what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
Quality.
I know where the boundaries are. I know what I'm gonna take and what I'm not gonna take. But you know, like I said, you know, I'm still friends with both of my exes, and we got a good relationship. It's a whole lot better than when we were married, but it's like
Exactly. Yep.
So it is what it is. And my baby's mama, I gotta be friends.
I think that's different. No, that is
Well,
way
they
Yeah,
different.
that's what it was gonna come to.
mothers and yeah, somebody you got a kid with is different from somebody you ain't got no attachment to that you create an attachment with. I feel
Like,
like.
I'm just talking about that ex. You ain't got nothing else but a memory in common.
But that's what's gonna be my next question anyway, because a lot of men and women out here that become exes when they have a child, they remain friends, due to the fact they got a child. And some of
They,
them make things work out, but for some reason, if they don't have that child, it's like a lot of them be like, "Fuck you!" Like we can't even speak. When I see you, I hate you type. But I'm like with you, Brenda. Y'all can still speak, but we not about to be friends and hang out and kick it
If you
or
ever
whatnot
got a
like
kid,
that.
when people moving
I
in,
Yeah.
they
oh,
moving in different directions.
I just talked to so and so. I just talked to Jimmy yesterday. Yeah, he was telling me about him and his girlfriend. No, he wasn't. Not in my no. No, he wasn't. Not in my relationship. And it's not about being jealous or territorial. That's look, we got things to do, and your ex isn't included in those things. So I need all your time and focus to be over here so that we can stay married or stay in a relationship or stay doing what the fuck it is that we are doing. But I'm gonna need you to focus. Like,
Yeah, that's tough. I think that's where trust come in. Trust come in right there. Can you trust your partner? That's what I should have asked them, because
That's the
most
main question
times it's
right there.
most yeah, it's like what type of dude is he? And what type of woman is she? If she give you them vibes, you ain't gonna trust it. But I think you got somebody you can trust. You wouldn't care who they friends with, cause you know your man or you know your woman. You gonna care if Beyonce was in the room with him. You like, man, I know he ain't doing nothing.
You can trust
But
your partner,
it's
but it's the
tough.
trust
It's
in
tough.
the other person.
And when
It's
you
the
know they
fucking
already
with the other
had a
person.
history, that's why I said a history. That's
Like
tough.
old memories and
If they
shit
been
come back and
attracted to
shit.
each other before, they been there.
Got to keep them from why they
Getting
shit is
ice
history.
cream scoops and shit. Y'all ain't doing that shit.
The little
Getting
tricks he do
lemonades and
with you, he
shit.
got from her.
Yeah. Right. The
I
fuck
was
no,
talking,
Slim.
I was talking to
You
somebody.
gotta remember your ex calling the police on you and shit like
I
that.
was
And
talking.
shit, no.
I feel the whole tape out.
I was talking to somebody last night, and they asked me. They said, um, "Why are you still single?" And I said, "I think it's because I don't want anybody in my world right now who's going to limit, or I have to consider their feelings about what I'm doing, right? Because I'm coming to DC and Phil says, "Oh, you can stay here with me. Save cost on the room and just stay here." All
Mhm.
right, I can do that if I have a man, right? Like I'm not gonna want to do that to him, but I want to go out and do sauce in the city, right? So
hmm
I told him, unless he can deal with me being around and up in men's faces all the time, because comedy is, I don't know, 75-80% male. So if I am having friendships, 85% of the time it's going to be a guy. So he has to be okay with that. And he asked me, he goes, "Well, would you be okay with that?" And I said, "Well, I was okay with that. I was dating a film producer, and he would travel across the United States filming things, and he had to stay at a lot of women's houses. I don't care. Okay, stay at their house. You're doing
Yeah.
something. You're trying to get something done. Go for it." And he was like, "Well, you wouldn't think of him cheating?" And I'm like, "No." And if he thinks of him cheating, then that is a inner problem. He needs to handle that. I don't care. But someone that you were in a relationship with, laid down in bed with, had all these memories with, good or bad, we're gonna have to chop those off. We're gonna have to prune the tree.
Yeah. Well.
So basically, if she ain't an ex, he can sleep over the house with her. But if she just a friend and they ain't have a history of having sex, you don't mind him sleeping over there.
Correct. Even if he used to like her. Oh yeah, well, I used to like her back in the day. Well, good for you. It's good that
He
you
ain't
like
knock it
her.
off.
Huh?
But he ain't knock it off. That makes a difference.
Right. Because that's a boundary that only I in our world should know about. There should not be another person in our world that knows that you have a mole on your booty cheek. Only I should know that in
Word get around. Word get around.
Around
Now we
town.
know.
exactly. And those are the people that are not our friends. And that's including your exes who know that you have a mole on your booty cheek.
She put it there.
I don't do infiltration. I don't do nothing like big points. That
Yeah, that's tough. That's a
some people a
tough
little
one.
bit too motherfucking open and
I
not
don't know.
secure
I may
enough
be in
with.
a relationship, but I've been pro single for a long time. Everything's cheaper. You don't have to worry about someone else's opinion, like she said. You can do what you want and not be like, I wonder how
I gotta
this
consider how they feel about me getting a fucking burger or something by myself
Yeah.
or some shit. You know?
If I want to
Yeah.
go get food, it's like what, $8 at most places down here. Whereas, I mean, I got my boo thing. Now I'm spending close to 20, and he eats for 4, even though he's like this big around. So it's like, well, now what are we getting? And I'm like, man, my $8 turned into 30 so fast.
Yeah. And I think that's when that communication come in, like you said earlier. Definitely, they gotta come to some common ground, because, like Brenda said, she been with a film guy that slept in different, rooms with different women, and the guy she was with at the time or was dealing with, he didn't like that, and he probably dealt with a woman who he probably gave the okay to do the same thing before, and she cheated on him. So he might got a history of women cheating on him and have given him the opportunity. So it's like y'all come to a talk and say, okay, I understand why you feel this way. I won't do this. Like Beast, he didn't have to, but he did that to make his wife at the time, his girlfriend, feel comfortable. Like, I'm gonna cut this off just because I know this might bother you. So it seemed like a lot of people just do what feels good to them, so it's like they never come to agreement together. They always say, well, this what makes me feel good, this what I'm comfortable with, instead of this what we comfortable with, so it's like we got to come to some common ground
too. So
what was that, Phil?
So a lot of people got insecurities that they need to deal with too. I got cussed out in a comedy club by a chick that I was dating. Just, we are in a self-promoting profession. We promote ourselves, and sometimes, I was giving another had it set, the chick had it set. So she gave me a hug, I hugged her back. Chick cussed me out in the middle of the comedy club and walked out and left. And I'm like, where the hell did that come from? It was just something.
That right there is why I try to tell people to try and be friends with the person before you even attempt a relationship. If she was friends with you prior, then she goes, oh man, he hugs everybody. This is a normal thing.
He's friendly, like he's social. He's, or whatever.
Yeah. Whereas if you just get in a relationship and you're like, oh man, actually, I don't like that he hugs everybody, then there's a problem. If you're friends with them, you learn so much about them before you end up in the relationship.
You need to preach that to the rooftop. Don't become lovers before you become friends.
Yes, be friends first.
Well,
I was backstage. You said you let a porno director
no
stay with
Well, funny, man. Friday, so I know, David's mind always turns to, either licking somebody in the ass or.
There you go. I knew it was going to.
There it is.
The question that David asked on a Friday, I always see him with, his tongue in somebody's ass. I'm like, all right.
Hey, Molly, I got a video for you. I know
it's been
a video.
I don't want to see no nasty
Nobody
shit.
want to see you doing that.
Spitting nuts.
Answer,
Sound sound right coming out of Funny Man mouth. I got a
Nope.
video for you. Hold on.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Straight meat.
But Funny Man Green, no, I don't care. My point is, I don't care what they are doing. I'm not a jealous person. It's not about jealousy. It's about what Beast did. He did it simply because he was like, you know what? I love this woman and I don't want to hurt her. So if she don't like it, then I guess my friendship with you is not more important than her feeling good or her being happy or her not worrying about your ass. And if that's what it takes for me to be married, that's what I'm doing. And guess what? He's married, beautiful wife. They over there doing the goddamn thing. So if that's what you want to do, those are the things that you have to, in your cases, I guess, sacrifice. In my case, it's a given. Once I'm not with you again, no, I don't want to be your friend. I don't care if we were friends beforehand. We wasn't friends afterhand. I still can't be friends with someone. No, I don't want to be friends with you. I want you to be a memory. Goodbye. All right. Good to you.
But my past relationships, they ended on a fun note, and I feel like, and I ain't had no slew of, and that's a lot of problem with a lot of people. They have like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 exes. I don't know how the fuck y'all keep falling in love over and over and over again without learning some of the shit that had to come from them 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people that you done fucked and fell in love with and fell out with and all that shit. But I didn't. The basis is what I keep trying to get people to say that or get into is the foundation of the relationship or what you built in the first place, especially when Destiny and Philip was saying to start off as friends or that you can still remain friends. I do respect that part because I don't hate either one of them. Talking about my exes, I only had 2 of them, but I don't hate either one of them. So you texting me what's up or saying what's up or good morning or whatever, it's not sexual energy behind it. It ain't no like good morning, let's fuck. It's just like, we're adults. Good morning. You're alive. Good morning. So I don't if you leave somebody and you hate them, then now but the foundation of that was fucked up. Because you can't.
You just automatically thought that I hate him. I don't hate him. He was great. That 6 months that we spent together was amazing. I learned shit that I use right now to this day. Shout out to him.
That's a good thing.
But me, if I'm with someone, I want to roll over and say good morning to you. I want to be up in your face. I want to see where your day finna come. You shouldn't have no time to roll over and text nobody else good morning. My sister been married 23 years and she done text me good morning 6 times.
Well, y'all sisters, so y'all not ain't no Taco Bell swapping.
Man,
both
nothing. Partners single.
Ain't no Taco Bell swapping.
Ain't no pussy bumping. Ain't no purses bumping and shit in that situation. So that cut off. I don't think that's a good comparison. Like your sister to somebody you fucking.
What I mean is, my sister is my friend. She's in a married relationship and she doesn't have time to roll over and even tell her sister good morning. Not unless random dude. What I'm saying is like,
if somebody or any situation takes over your life to the point where, because I hate that excuse. I hate when people, I was so busy. Yeah, okay. You weren't running a mile. You weren't running constantly all day. Like you had a second to say what's up. Like, okay, so if I died this morning, you mean you would have known because you didn't have time to text me in 4 months or 2 weeks or something like that? No, Slim. No, if that works and y'all relationship ain't is still solid and everything, and you good off of that, reach out every once in a while because y'all could talk on a different level. Far past what I know, but somebody saying that they so consumed by their husband or their wife or relationship or job to the point where you don't hear from them, nah.
Yeah,
calling, what I'm calling is different. We talk all the time, but
yeah,
just rolling over to text me good morning, and I'm her sister. She raised me. She doesn't have time for that, nor no other man. She's got to deal with her family. she up in her, you know, she got her daughter, she got her job, her life, their time together. You know, they're going through things up and down. Life ain't no, you know, picnic. So I'm just saying, for me,
What
looking at
about
you in even
two
a
single
second,
people though? What about two single people? You speaking of somebody who got somebody, but if that person single at home, rolling over to nobody, texting somebody who's waking up to nobody,
Because
they
you
got
can't be
time
too
all
choicy
day.
if you ain't with nobody. That's
You add
mine. I don't
somebody
know.
in that's in a
we're,
relationship.
we're talking about in the relationship, Molly. You're two
Nah, you
single.
brought in relationship. Trey said that his ex still texts him, and then you said your sister don't have time to be texting you. They ain't had nothing to do with an ex. That's what I was saying. If your ex texting you and they single, and you still single, they have time. You can't compare to your sister or somebody who in a relationship, because if that person texting in a relationship, they wouldn't be texting you if they had somebody. They won't have time, just like your sister. They wouldn't have time to do that, and it'd be disrespectful to their partner. So for them to be text you good morning or grand rising, that most likely mean they single and they have time, and
I
they
mean, all
hoping
y'all
you do
motherfuckers
too.
got time.
Both of y'all.
Everybody
Hey,
got
It's
time.
called
You're,
mentality.
but if you're in the relationship, you don't have time. I'm not talking about them. I don't care about if they
Trey in a
have time,
relationship. You
huh?
saying if Trey was in a relationship, Trey, you was in a
Right,
relationship when your ex was texting you good morning or something.
Nope.
right. Okay, so
That's
if
true.
you're just friends with them and you're single, do you be friends with whoever you want to be friends with? You know, single, nobody can tell you what to do. But if you're in a relationship, that's where I was at.
Oh,
I
okay.
I was
That's
like,
different.
can
Yeah.
you be friends with your exes while you're in a relationship? And my
Okay.
answer was, and still remains, hell no.
I think we throw. I think we throw around. I think we throw around words too often, and I think that's what it is. Because a person, I never said friend. I just don't. I don't have a problem with you if you say good morning. If it's you know, if you, I don't know, like a message from you doesn't bother me. I don't get enraged by seeing your picture pop up on my timeline or something like that. I think that's what I'm trying to say more so. Like if I was if I was in a relationship with somebody, I'm not really going. I'm not going to be. There's no reason for me to be initiating too much. If there's a natural reason for conversation to come up or something to start, or we start talking about something, okay, that's cool, I guess. But I'm not gonna be the friend word, like you said, Brenda. Actually, the friend word, that's a lot to build up. So just because I know you, or just because you, whatever, that doesn't make you back to friend status. That just means I don't hate you. So it doesn't bother me, or I don't start sweating and my heart rate doesn't go up because I'm getting angry that I see you, or something that we went through doesn't bother me enough to be bothered, you know. But you
I
know,
don't think about it enough on a daily basis for myself to be bothered by it. Again, friendly with your exes, hey, knock yourself out. But friends, that's different. That's like
Mhm.
Destiny, Trey, Phil, and Molly. And if my ex was on here, I wouldn't be on the show with him. I wouldn't be like, yeah, let's hang out every day and talk. I no, it ended how it ended, and I'm grateful that he ended it. Didn't feel so hot at the time, but now thinking about it, I'm grateful that he said, take your ass home. I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking out here just on a wing and a prayer? Yes, take my ass home and get it together. So it didn't end badly, but do I want to hang out with him? Or when I'm in a new relationship, do I want to be like, yeah, I'm going to use my ex to film my events? No, I'm not using my ex to film my events. You never have to worry about with Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child, the bones of the past falling out the closet and hitting your ass in the head.
yeah. Well, I will give you that. I will give you that part. I will agree on that shit. I will
Let
agree
me
on that
ask
shit.
you this then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
got a question. This really happened to me. Because, you know, my son played football. He was a player, so he was on a travel team. So we traveled all around the country with him. Me and my ex-wife. Okay, we were no longer together, but we had a son together that we supported. So me and her, you know, we didn't stay together or anything like that. But my friend had a problem with that. And my ex-wife told her that, she's like, girlfriends come and go, but I'm here forever. Oh my God, man. But at the end of the day, I had to support my son. So, needless to say, that relationship didn't last, but, that was like a 10-year endeavor that I had to do. But maybe not had to do, but I felt obligated to do for my son. So,
What's that, Destiny?
Oh, the restroom. I'll be right back.
Oh, so she was throwing up hoods. Like, hold on, what's you doing over there? That's tough. That's tough though. At sis, sleep with that sis. I seen that said take a level of maturity to do so. I wouldn't say I couldn't just be friends. Like I'm friends with my ex. We have a child, but we don't talk a lot. Like the times we talk is about our child. But it's times that we had events and she happened to be there and we enjoyed the night, but I ain't leave with her. She still left with her girlfriend. But it's always good vibes, good energy. If some come through, like business wise, she make t-shirts. Anytime somebody need t-shirts done, I send them her way. I don't even talk to them. I don't know how much they pay them. I just say these people, I know that money puts money inside my daughter's pockets as well. But that's what anybody I deal with. Like you got a business, I'm gonna shoot them your way, and they do the same thing for me. I be like, who referred you? One of my exes, and I love it. We don't even talk, but I be like, I still respect the fact that they know it wasn't never on no bad terms. I never put my hands on one, never no hey, it just ain't work out. So, and it's still some exes out here that don't talk to me. They walk right past me, but for the ones who do, I respect that we grew up, it ain't easy to do, but for those who do it, man, I respect it because it ain't easy.
For real though.
My son's father. Go ahead, David, while you're here.
I know because I'm 3 minutes I'll be out again. But yeah, I'm friends with all my exes or whatever like that. And like Molly said, I borrowed money from different exes. This is this.
I ain't say that. Hold on, I ain't say that.
No, I'm saying we helped each other out or whatever. Like part of the reason why I was late for the show was because my ex-wife or whatever was going through a situation, and I was over there while she was venting and everything. So yeah, I'm friends with all my exes or whatever. Like you said, sometimes it just don't work out, but we still cool.
Exactly.
And that's okay. It doesn't work out, but just you cannot work it out from over there. Wherever there is, like go there so that I with my life and with the people that love me currently or the person that I'm going to be in a relationship with, because right now he's all that matters, what he likes and how to make him happy. You had your chance for all of this, right? So moving on in a healthy way. No one is saying when you see them be like that motherfucker and run over to the corner. No, you can, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Kids look great. Girlfriend. Oh, so this is who you're with now. Okay, great. And keep it moving. But the friendship and going over and helping them to change flat tires and helping, to on their shoulders to cry on and all of that stuff. Not in my relationship. So whatever that makes me, not in my relationship. Okay. Yeah. You had your chance.
Yeah.
I mean,
I care about somebody and not be trying to slide up in their bed.
Yeah. Well, you tell us, Destiny, you got experience, how it been so far, dealing with, going through this situation.
Which situation? I apologize.
Don't your boyfriend and he friends with his ex and you okay with it, right? How has that been going?
Last year we went up to Colorado and I got to meet the girl, and she was cool and she was wild, and it was a little nice actually, because like she had no problem talking with me, and like just the personalities and the way that I saw her personality next to his, I was like, yeah, no, that's not going anywhere. And I just trotted off to go do my own thing and left them on their own to have their own conversations where they can catch up about family things, dogs, that kind of jazz. I don't care. But my man and I also have like a significant amount of trust between us.
Right.
Something else I
And
wanted
that's
to
where it's at.
Yeah.
Well, something else I wanted to say is, like I said, you can care about somebody and not be trying to slide into their bed, regardless of the fact that my daughter's father and I both have a child together. We tried being in a relationship. That didn't work out. We tried again because, we've got to try for the baby. And we just hated each other. We were not the kind of dynamic that makes a relationship. And so we stopped the relationship very clearly and tried to work on figuring out how to communicate. And once we figured that out, it was like, man, actually, we work great as friends. He'll talk to me about, like, I mean, it's been a while because he's one of those, like, I'm going to stay on video games and go to work and not do anything else with my life. But when he had girl problems, he would talk to me about it. And every once in a while, if I'm having an issue with what's going on, I might get his advice or just kind of say something. And we don't have the connection that we did when we first got together. I mean, honestly, we were in a relationship. We put a name on it about 4 weeks into, we were together about 4 weeks when I found out I was 6 weeks pregnant with his kid. So we didn't exactly go about things properly. And we learned the hard way that even though we did not work as a couple, we were great as friends.
That's tough. That's tough. Brenda, can you done it, Brenda? Can you do it? Can you went to Colorado with your partner, go meet his ex, hang out with him, give him some time?
Because that's not what I want to do with my time and money. Like, if I have money to go somewhere, I want to go on a cruise to Ensenada, Mexico, and let's go meet some new friends. Let's go have some new memories. I don't want to build new memories with your old people. If they're not your mom, your cousin, any of that, we have our family. We're going in this direction. And it's cool that, like, you are friends with people. Like, if I see my ex now, I would probably run up to him and give him a hug and say, you know what, thank you. You know what, I didn't like how you broke up with me, but thank you for breaking up with me. Because I realize now that life, I wasn't about that life. I thought it was about that life, but I wasn't really about that life. And you saw it wasn't about that life, and you let a bitch go. So thank you. But I'm not going to him and go meet who he dating now and go to his parties. And he throws a lot of parties around the same time that I throw shows. He throws shows as well. He's invited me to different movie release events and all of this stuff. Thinking how you think, Destiny. Oh, you know what? I'm still going to refer you, but I don't go. I don't go because I don't want that. I'm cool on you. If I happen to bump into you at the same event, okay, we can chum it up and chat. But am I coming or being in contact with you like that? No, and that's not even for in a relationship with another man. That's for my own kind of, not just dragging something on, because you guys obviously don't work together as, being together, but you work great as friends. Yeah, well, that's great when you're single. When you're with someone else, considering their feelings like the Beast does, will have you married with a ring on your finger and have you living that married life. Instead of fighting and breaking up and getting mad and snatching phones and going through stuff and let me see what you doing over there. All of that right there could be alleviated if you leave that shit in the past.
Destiny, I gotta hear what you gotta say, because your thumbs is was moving and shit, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm not controlling or taking over the show, but I just want to hear your responses.
We didn't take the trip from Alabama all the way up to Colorado just to see her. At the time, I had two sisters and my mother living up there, and we went up there to visit them. And since I knew that his ex had not moved to Florida yet, I said, invite her by. It was funny because I went to a stand-up mic, and I didn't know that it was going to be like people playing guitar and singing, people with real talent, that kind of jazz. So I get up there and I just like tell her about my mom being hotter than me. and I invited her to come to the show. And even though she ended up just like chatting with him, it was kind of neat seeing those two, because the ex relationships, they excite a part of this personality that maybe you haven't seen, or maybe most of the time, in this case at least, it was something that I hadn't seen, was him getting hype about this and hype about that. And I was just like, this is kind of neat. I get to see this other part of his personality. And even though that part of the personality doesn't coexist with our relationship, and that's fine with me, I get to see it for a moment. And then whenever she's gone, then I get the personality that he has with me, and that's perfectly fine with me. None of our friends are exactly the same. We hang out with different friends. We have different inside jokes. We have different experiences that we've had together, and our friends relate to different parts of our personality. So me seeing him with this guy friends and this guy friend, and then he's really good friends with my best friend. And then seeing him with someone that was his best friend for years before they tried a relationship and found out actually we suck in a relationship and we want to be friends again. It was really cool seeing just how he was with another friend, someone that he's known for years back in Michigan when he lived there. So for me, I'm just throwing it out there. We didn't go there specifically to see the ex-girlfriend. We went there to see my family, and I was very happy to meet this girl and see that she had no quarrel in speaking with me. She had no signs of trying to steal my man. In fact, I think she has decided she's a lesbian now. I don't blame her.
I respect the maturity and the ability to do so, because there's a lot of things I think people, even if they don't choose to do, I think there's a lot of things in this world that people wish they could do, wish they did have the maturity for. I'm not putting that on Brenda or anything, but I'm just saying, like, people that don't do certain moves, they know they can't handle it. I mean, if you can admit that you can't handle it, it's too much. I respect it, but for those that can push past what you would expect, I do like
Brenda
that.
just has boundaries, and she.
No, it is. Brenda can speak for herself. Brenda absolutely can do it. I have no problem with doing something, or I can do anything I put my mind to. So let's get that together. The thing is, I don't want to. All the couples that I see that are married,
that's what I said.
And wait, hold on. I know you said you're not putting that on Brenda anything, so you said my name, so I'm rebuttaling. So I like the Beast, he's married. I like my sister, she's married. My mama and daddy were married. That is the type of life that I, Brenda Brown, want to lead. And so if I see what they do and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. If you are the people who want to do that kind of thing, want to be friends and want to keep your exes around, that's awesome. You find another person like that and voila, respect the differences. Me, myself, personally, when I see what the formula is, I don't buck the system. I try to replicate the formula. I try to...
You don't know what the formula is.
Trey Wiz said, I want to talk about some pussies and shit.
And that's what, that's what we get. That's what
I don't think Trey wants to talk about pussies.
Slim, come on, with the freaky shit. Freaky hour.
Funny Man Green said he had a video. Molly, did you find it yet?
I ain't got no
Here we go with them videos that was never sent. Y'all try and pull up and say, ain't nobody sent shit. He eating
videos.
pots and
But
shit.
we can move on though to the pussy and shit, because with Brenda, basically what like Brenda was just speaking on, like she looking for real love, she looking
But
for
Brandon,
somebody she can actually be with. So I want to know how y'all feel about people who feel like you should be married before sex.
but,
Like a lot of people
but I
out
say
Depends on
something
here
real
everything.
quick.
go ahead, Phil. Where
Yeah.
you at? Oh, I see
Brandon,
you.
let me tell you something. You sitting around here looking at everybody else's marriages. You're sitting there looking at marriages from the outside. You do not know what's going on in the inside.
That's
You
right.
don't know if this man is friend with his wife or his ex-girlfriend. You don't know. All you know is the outside of what's going on. My ex-wife used to always tell me, I went to California, my mother, this, that, and
So
the other. And I used to tell her, oh,
Un- hey,
wait,
uncheck his boxes too, because I can't hear him. I
yeah,
can't
I
hear him
did.
right
Yeah,
now.
I'm hitting it.
Well, from what I did hear, I can answer this. I don't know what's going on inside of that man's marriage and don't need to know and shouldn't know.
Ooh.
But what I do
Very
know
true.
is the answer that he gave, which was he set aside the wife's whatever that situation was. He set her to the side. They say happy birthday to each other once a year. And he did that because it would make his wife feel better. Then at that moment was his girlfriend. So that's what I know. And based on that, I want someone that feels like that. Like, I'm going to consider what she don't like. I'm going to consider before she asks me, before she tell me what she want, I'm going to just do it because I think it would be better for us. That's a good decision.
Mm-hmm.
You and your man choose to be friends with his ex and your ex and they ex and those exes over there. Hey, do you? But
I do want to say this.
Go ahead.
Brenda, for every good decision, I've made 10 bad ones.
I'm
So
sure I'm sure it's more than 10. I'm sure like if I actually sat down and talked to your wife, it'd be like triple the digits about what you did wrong. But it's not about what you did wrong, it's about what you did right. You got to get credit for the stuff that you did right.
Okay. That's a tough one.
Day for Pete's sake.
Yep, it's around the corner, funny man.
don't worry. In my eyes, I was perfect, so it's all good.
Funny man. We
What's
starting
up?
with you. Destiny got a question for the men in the panel.
All right.
She wanna know if your girlfriend or if you had a girlfriend, if you was to walk in on her and she had a dildo and she was using it was bigger than you, would you feel insecure? You walked in, she yamming that thing in her, and that thing
I didn't say all that.
that thing the size
I
of
didn't
your
say all
arm.
that
Working that
now.
How you gonna
motherfucker.
feel
Yes,
about
yes,
it?
you
You
did.
Or
know?
like you're going through her underwear drawer, you pull out this dong and you go, oh, you sitting there.
What I feel
Oh,
is
Niggas
like,
gotta be intimidated by that shit. She in some new shit, Slim, that you can't get to. She in an apartment. She in a special room that you can never walk in. Damn. I know. It makes niggas
it's
put
like, oh,
away.
this
They
one
got
big
to.
door.
God, the stallion and shit. Oh
no,
shit.
I wouldn't feel insecure at all.
Oh no, that look insecure-ish.
And I
You
wouldn't.
drink sweets. You probably I know that's like.
I probably
Look at
Oh
I
man.
probably help bring
I told you guys I was gonna read your palms, and Althea's not here, so I could do it. David, put your hand up to the screen.
for what?
Just
Uh-oh.
put your hand up to the screen.
Oh, I don't that witchcraft junk.
Nuh-uh, put your hand up.
They say he's on that witchcraft shit.
Don't do it, lady. Hey,
Look
don't
how
do it. As soon as you put your hand up there, you're going to be eating her ass later tonight.
I
he
plan
has
to eat ass.
You could tell the size of a man's penis by his fingers.
His
That's
DM. Oh, okay.
yeah, you can know if it's going to be thick or long or fat or short by his hands.
Not in your hands.
Or your DM.
That's just true.
You can. It's not his feet.
Them-
Everybody's
They
Even
just
the
here hand
fingernails.
watching.
Even like the way the fingernails and shit. Look, you can tell.
it's the
You know.
fingers. It's the actual. And see, David has long, thick fingers. Trey, put your fingers up to the camera. Let me see. Okay. Yep. See, Trey's are what you call
She sized the tray up.
medium size. Yeah. They're like he gonna give you a good maybe
Fingers
8.5. David gonna give
Oh man.
10.5. I'm telling you.
And this the lady who said she waiting
Oh,
on
you
that right
already know
gap.
because he banged David. That don't count.
I'm telling you, like you put your hand, you can tell by the fingers, Destiny, not the palm, the fingers. And when
Come
you
on, man.
see how round the fingers are, if they got short, stumpy fingers, run. If they or wait, I
That
mean,
man
'cause
is giving you shit.
Yeah, she said run.
I
yeah,
get a guy that has some thick hands and a pencil dick. I go by the nose. If the nose, if the
Yeah.
ridge of the nose is thick, then they've likely got a thick dick going on. If they've got more length to it, then they probably got more length. Look at Trey over there, like
Damn, they got the
I'm
nose.
just
I done
I'm
heard
just
the
wondering if that's what that
hands, the
means. Well,
feet.
thank you for the
This
confirmation,
shit
sir.
is
welcome.
crazy.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
no.
This is new.
Fingers,
David
not the palm.
got a long, thick nose. See,
They sizing y'all up over here,
Man,
the most.
she said winner.
This ain't about the hairlines.
They say pick up like that men's
The life is hitting your ass.
The hairline is
I'm gonna just start saying
exfoliate your
shit.
follicles
Girls
enough. You
with
wear
like,
hats a lot, you get them clogged.
yeah, you know they say girls with connected eyebrows got good pussy. Like you gotta look at the eyebrows. If the eyebrows thin, it ain't that good. If it's thick, like they just look at, you just make up anything these days. Like so you gotta look at a girl elbows. If you look at her elbows,
hey, it's directly connected to her personality. The crazier the bitch is, the better the pussy.
that
Very
makes
true.
sense.
Very
I
true.
heard that.
That
Voodoo,
is true.
Pandora's
That
box.
is true.
Pandora's box. Pandora's
That
box.
is so true.
I just
Yep. Get
The
lost in the
crazier she
underworld,
is, the
son.
better it is.
So Dave said he ain't insecure. What about you, Phil? You walk in, your girl in there with a dildo 10 times the size as you.
Wow,
Is you
wow.
insecure? Is you insecure?
10 times. Hold on, you ain't say 10 times. Jesus.
You switching that shit up. You ain't say no 10 times.
2 times as
What
big
she
as
got
you?
this shit hooked
Oh,
up
all
for?
right.
Power battery? Shit. Oh,
Good,
no, I
running
ain't
around.
insecure. Because if she 10 times bigger than me, can't nobody work with it. Shit.
Yeah,
That
that's
shit
a
is
battering ram.
shit. If it's like that, you did before you see it.
But if it's just bigger than you, would you feel some type of way if she had something that was just bigger than you? A toy?
Nah, not really.
Not really. Okay.
Not really.
That's yeah, but no.
All
That's
right,
yeah.
I gotta give my pro opinion now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just letting y'all know my daughter in the car, so hopefully she closes her
Oh
ears
my
on this.
God.
But
Oh my.
but she's 17. I told her when she was 16, Pandora's box is open. I'm no longer hiding shit from you no more because the rest of the world won't. So so here's the agreement me and my wife have. We have toys. Her toys are in my drawer, and my toys are in her drawer. and I use them on her. You know what I'm saying? So if she was in there, and she had the joint, I would just grab it and finish the job. Because sometimes a nigga tired. I'm lazy. Shit. Sometimes I need to put that shit out.
She
Go ahead,
said I'm
pull
gonna help
that
you
shit out,
out.
give her what she need, and all I want is some head. So sometimes, she'll, I just pour the joint out, pour the massager out, let that joint go for about 10 minutes. There you go. Then stick it in her mouth and let her go to sleep. That's it. I'm ready. I'm done. There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes out of 23 years, sometimes you don't want to get into all that movement, fucking up here, down there, all around here. Sometimes you just like, yo, I just need to bust one. You just need to bust one. Let's just go ahead and get it over with and go to sleep. There you go.
But she
Like a
still
dog,
can't have
Slim.
a toy that's bigger than you, right? She
No, I
can't.
got a toy bigger than me. I got a toy in there
Okay,
bigger
it
than
don't
me
bother
already.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't insert it. It's more of a massage. I don't insert it. It's more of a massager. She don't want that shit inside her. That shit too big to go inside her. She don't want that shit. She into the stimulation.
Oh,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
A suitable blowjob giver, like a suitable blowjob giver toy. Is there such thing as a blowjob giver toy?
There's this toy, Brenda. There's this toy that looks like, if you ever seen those kids had it's like this jelly thing, and you can stick the whole joint. You can stick the whole joint in there, and you go like this. It's not a flashlight. It's not a flashlight though. It's just like it's weird. I can't explain how to show it
The
to you.
mouth? You talking about the mouthpiece
I,
joint?
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't really know what it's called. I have no idea.
He
I
said he
thought
got
it
to
was a
show
kid's
it to
toy.
you. That
I was
mean he
like,
got
what the fuck is that? Until she
The joint
used
that
it,
you
I
hold
was
with
like,
two
oh
hands?
shit, this feel weird.
But you have
The
to
two-handed joint? Or
still pump your arms. I wonder if there's
Yeah.
a toy. Okay, so Destiny,
Yeah,
are
they
you
got an electric one. Well, you ain't got to pump your arm.
hit that link, Molly, and let's see what Destiny. But I wonder if there's one that it just go like you just put it on and then the tongue does all the work and like it does the sucking motion. Is there one like that?
So you want like a male rose is what you're talking about.
Yeah, yes. Oh, okay. Is that what a rose is?
My daughter, who is a toy aficionado, said there definitely is one out there.
Yeah, they're
the
out
link that
there.
you sent,
look up
Slim, the
blowjob
link that
toys,
you
they're
sent,
there.
So
the link that you sent.
is the rose supposed to be a simulated pair of lips? Is that what the rose is?
It's supposed to be a flicking
The
tongue. It's a
rose
quick moving
has a
tongue
little
that
tongue bitty.
flicks
It
that
it
pearl.
stimulates the clit.
Yeah, dust that pearl off.
In between lips, right? In between something that feels like lips, right? No? I
don't know.
No, it's just supposed to
I
be
don't
a
own
flicking
one yet.
tongue.
I
You
don't
just put it
know.
on you dust your pearl off with it. Slim. Put it on
I
your
don't-
pearl and dust it off.
Okay. I don't have one either, Destiny, but I've heard about these.
All right, my daughter has two. If you want to hear her opinion,
Oh my God.
you want to give them your opinion, Trinity? No. Because I saw it in the room, I thought it was the damn air freshener. I didn't know what the fuck it was until my wife told me. She was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "An air freshener." She was like, "No, it ain't." And I was like, She was like, "That's that." She was like, "That's that flower thing." And I was like, "What flower?" She was like, "Fuck, I wanted one of these." So yeah. So yeah.
Yes,
From the first link. The first link was a
all
document
them
explaining
toys.
the difference between
Well, that
toys.
looks-
And
that
then
looks like
the
too much
second
of a
link that I sent actually has like a plethora. It's got position of the week.
This one. That looks like a contraption like for torture, right? Like that doesn't look like a
Nah.
mask. What like that's the
All right, that don't look like what she had.
right.
Hold on.
That
Hold
looks
on.
like it might hurt. What is that thing got spikes on it? Like, what's going on?
It looked like a toilet brush.
Right.
Those are the vibrating sensations in it, y'all. Those are the components that actually vibrate. You stick your shit in the other end. You don't see it in the white part where it's like this texture is supposed to feel like your insides. So they're showing you inside the toy. They're not showing you what the toy looks like. It's the vibration sensation.
Oh, they're showing you the inside components of it.
Yeah, it's not showing you. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, y'all ever seen that two-handed joint? That never mind. Well,
Go ahead, bring it up. I'm curious. What's two-handed? Go ahead.
nah, it's a machine that do the same shit as that, but it's a whole. It will make you not need nobody.
Scroll down.
You won't give a fuck about talking to nobody, Slim. You got your buttons. This shit looks like the new Xbox One with control buttons on the handles and shit. And you put it on your shit, and you got a whole fiasco. It's two-handed. It look like you holding something as big as a football helmet, but you,
Show it to me.
boy, y'all look the fuck
I don't know if you
around.
can
There
see
you go.
that.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a whole party. Bring out the balloons and candles, and you got a whole party.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you
on,
to
it's
our
on my
resource
daughter's wish
department.
list.
Yeah, thank you to the resource
Yeah,
department for
it was
showing
on
us
my
that
daughter's
picture. We
wish
appreciate you.
list. She already
Yeah,
knew, yeah.
that's the mouth joint.
She said that's
Yeah,
for her
that's the
18th
mouth joint.
birthday.
That's the whole mouth
That's
right
something different.
there. So, the
That was
realistic
so
lips and all that.
bothersome.
Yep. Wham, wham, wham. Yep.
You getting a little excited there, Trey. You all right?
I'm good, Slim.
Shit.
Don't get all quiet. Now, where's
All
the
right.
freaky shit at? Come on, y'all. Don't get all
Fuck.
quiet.
I'm good. I ain't got nothing else to say. I don't know. I already told y'all about as freaky as we got. That's about it.
Yeah, most of the
Besides
men
that
said it.
vibrating
Hmm.
ring, but I ain't like that shit. That shit made my dick numb.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but if you get one of the vibrating ones, then it turns
That's
you
what I'm
into a dildo, and all you have to do is be there.
Who all had?
Ah,
Yeah,
And you
but
gonna
it
be square,
ended up making my dick numb after a while. I ain't like that shit.
You bought the wrong size.
I might have been it. It was a little snug, but you know, my fingers don't say that, but it was a little snug.
Who all had threesomes?
Nah, I'm good on that. I told you I'm too selfish for that shit.
I tried one. Yeah, I tried one, but the experience never came up though.
Go ahead, funny man, tell your story, because we know you done fucked a midget and 3 old ladies.
yeah.
While
Yeah,
watching
funny man.
TV and flipping channels all at the same time.
You done a devil's threesome, 2 dudes or whatever? That shit, funny man?
I mean, I you know, man, I have or whatever.
That's a
No.
That's a yes. He said just like the dude that was called my wife.
No, this is I found very very crazy or whatever. But I was at one of them sex parties, whatever. No, and the dude asked me. He was like, he said he wanted a double vag junk or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no.
I thought he wanted, you know what I mean, like
He want rub dicks. Nah.
wanted him and another guy in the same hole, and I said no, I can't. I ain't doing that mess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I
that-
thought he meant. That ain't what he
That's
meant.
how they. Nah, that's how you. Nah, Slim. That's how you
What
play
type of
around.
How
threesomes
is
you
that even
asking?
possible?
Was that?
How do you do that? How is that even possible?
That's the reason why
You want to know?
Google it.
Hell no.
he said he was too small or whatever like that. No, but what it was he wanted he wanted his wife on top of him and somebody behind her that was big to, you know what I mean, to.
So wait, do guys have
Fill
to
up the
scissor
rest.
in order to get their penises that close?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got
they-
to.
They
One
got
the
dude
sister,
legs
right?
open, the other dude kind of in between,
It was,
like doggy
yeah.
style with her.
it
And then
was,
one got to be in first to get the
I
other one in.
would have been okay
So,
with it.
so y'all got to be asshole to asshole to do that, right?
I'm not gonna.
Nah, it's not asshole.
Y'all have that
I don't know
connection,
about
dude.
that.
Not asshole to
Between
asshole.
anuses.
Nah.
If it was other holes, I would have been down with it or whatever. No, but he wanted the
So
same.
maybe it was other hoes. How
This girl didn't have a booty hole. Now we know.
many hoes she
Yeah,
had?
now we know. Right.
No,
But
double vag, the double vag. You know what I mean? Two or three dicks or something all in the same vagina.
yeah.
Or
Nah,
3? Now my
nah.
brain
Not
has
3
created
dicks,
this whole
just
Now, if y'all
two.
do
I
helicopter
ain't
it,
never
then
seen
thing.
no 3
yeah.
dicks.
If y'all just gay, then that's just different. But if you
Yeah,
straight,
yeah.
like she need to get 2 gay dudes to do that to her. They probably thought you was with it. You know, it's
Y'all ain't
dudes
never
out here
seen that
that do that
category
shit.
nowhere on
It
no
always
nothing
pop up.
online.
You be like, what the
Double
I ain't
hell?
seen
penetration
triple
shit.
dick.
Yeah, that I don't
I
like
never
that
seen no
shit.
3 dicks, bitch. If you got
It's
enough
like
room
a
for 3 dicks,
helicopter
bitch.
upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
That's crazy.
yeah.
Slim.
yeah. I seen it before, but I ain't never done that mess. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I throw up. I probably instantly get it. So what type of threesomes you talking about, funny man? Like that, or just regular threesomes, like a guy and 2 girls?
I mean,
I done that before.
yeah, I did.
Just me and the 2 girls. And the first time I was scared as shit because it just happened. You know, I ain't expect it. You know, but then the second time I was like, I'm ready now. You
Right.
know, I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the scariest things in my life. I was like, oh shit, I got it. Like, what the fuck? You know? But yeah. Yeah, it
But
was a good
yeah,
experience. Yeah. I
right.
ended up in a poly relationship because of that shit. I ended up with 2 girls.
Damn.
That shit ain't work
Damn.
out.
Yeah, Slim. That's a lot to juggle, Slim.
So it was
I've
just
been in a
Yeah.
poly relationship before.
so you
I
did
ain't work out. So
2
that's it. She done did it threes from before.
Not in that poly relationship. The problem there is, so the guy that I was with, he had more stamina than I had. And I was like, you know what? How about we get a girlfriend to try to make up the gap? And he's like, all right, cool. Whatever you want. So we got a girlfriend, and she had 2 kids, and we were she was recently single, and
Good for
I introduced the idea to her, and she's like, yeah, I could do that. And then after we got her in the relationship, she's like, oh, actually, I've decided I'm a lesbian. I only want you, Destiny. And I was like, okay, well, that's not how this works. I didn't get you for me. I got you for him. So if you
Right.
can't fulfill that portion, then you're not in this relationship.
That's
I fuck
crazy.
with that.
She
I fuck with
wants
that.
you. So did y'all do a threesome?
No, I didn't do a threesome
She
during
keeps
that
smiling
particular
and looking
relationship.
away. I don't know what. Who over there? Yeah,
Tell us more, Destiny.
That's
Tell
on
us
you,
more.
Brenda.
When I was 18, that was a crazy year.
You got pictures.
We always young.
Do you have pictures?
We all been young.
No, we're gonna go with no.
What about
Pencil
you, Phil?
drawings.
Phil, you had a threesome before?
Pencil drawings. Like somebody was sitting there like Leonardo DiCaprio going,
Yeah, stick man.
lift your back a little. Yeah.
There you go.
What about you, Phil? You had a threesome before? You back in your player days?
Nah, I tried to, but it didn't work out. Both of them left me. Her friend, and her cousin. Maybe I shouldn't have picked her cousin for the threesome.
Damn.
Gotta keep family out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Trey. I don't know where Trey went. Brenda.
Trey said, "Don't ask me next."
Yes.
We already know the answer to this one.
Yeah. I don't even know why you asked me, but go ahead. Already know the answer.
We already know what that answer is.
I'm over here actually thinking that explains a lot. Like, you know, just having the the openness to have another person in your relationship, yeah, that is just something that was just something that was just never a thing for me. That was just never an idea.
Now, just maybe because it was never brought up. Now, if it was brought up, would you have thought about it?
That's if it had been brought up, would I have thought about it? No, and the person who actually brought it to me would become a memory too. Like
hold on.
Well, she the one that brought it to him.
Yeah. Well, what if your man comes up to you and he says, "Look, I know that I haven't been able to satisfy you lately, and my stamina isn't where it needs to be. This or that. I am comfortable and accepting of the idea of you having another boyfriend." Would you then be like, "Well, you know what? Let me consider it"?
No, that's just him being lazy. Because if you can't get it up in one area, you can get it up in another area, or you can.
If you can't cut the mustard, you can still lick the jar.
That's it. So that's just him being lazy, talking about, I know I can't satisfy you. No, that you need to figure it out. Like, that's not an answer. Like, just coming to me saying I know I can't do this, and I have no idea for a resolution other than you can go out and have another guy. No. You're trying to pawn your work off on somebody else. Like, if you can't, you're my man. You're supposed to do what it takes to get it going, get it together.
So, Brenda, how adventurous are you? If he come there rolling in on, got a wheelbarrow, a dildo, and a car battery and some jumper cables.
Yeah. I am not okay. None of that stuff. I'm like people that are black people that are going to jail. I did not commit suicide.
Yeah. The funny man putting in the order now. He getting to that party.
That party stuff.
Like, that sounds like my weekend right there. Some jumper cable.
We have
the one that's sparking a relationship. Shit.
I guess funny man, only one.
I don't even like twosomes. Like, I'd rather
talking about twosomes.
What?
Twosome?
You need a rose.
Yeah, that's twosomes. Those I'm just now getting the hang of. I don't need an extra body to be in my way, and I don't need like extra people.
She said she was getting the hang of it.
You talking about one-on-ones. When you say twosomes, that's 2 on 2. So you talking about one-on-one.
She talking about normal shit.
Yeah, like 2 people, twosomes.
Hey, you get the right. Shoot,
three
wait.
people.
Okay.
So 2.
She said twosome. You just getting the hang to that. That's the first thing we get the hang to. That's training wheels. You gotta take the training wheels off.
Take the training wheels off.
No, I'm cool with my training wheels. I'm good. They keep me safe.
She ride around the playground on a tricycle.
You damn right.
With a helmet and shit.
There you go.
I already picked up my knee one time this week. We not trying to go for it again.
Oh Lord, y'all ain't no freaks. Y'all ain't nasty.
About pussies, because Trey is.
Brandon ain't telling us.
I'm just saying, I love the solid portion of shit, but yeah, I want to talk about something.
Brenda holding back on us, y'all.
That's what I say. Yeah.
She let that go, right, Brenda? You let them days go, man. She a new woman.
So, funny man probably know how freaky she is.
Shoot.
Nah, I thought everybody had
You
a
know what I'm saying?
wild time, in their life. Like I know we all grew up now, but I'm just saying from the times we grew up that we experienced times that we were just free, that we didn't know no better. Like that's how we learn, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
going out here making mistakes, being with the wrong
Saying,
people,
I
Brenda,
know.
getting curious about shit.
Brenda probably on some super freaky shit, and she don't want you to know. Like
I know.
she into that ball gag and spikes and shit. Like
But what
putting her heel in his nuts and all that bullshit. She into that shit. She don't
no,
want to tell you though.
That's good money right there.
Well, they pay for
I
that
done
shit.
a lot of freaky shit in my younger life, and that I will write about in my book, Downloading Brenda Brown.
Just tell us, tell us
Chris,
one of them, and let us decide
I
how
told
freaky
you.
it was. Tell us one and let us decide how freaky it was. You might not be the right freak level.
You can't tell me to do something and then not give me enough space to do it. I can't be hollering this early. I got roommates. So again,
That's what I say.
check out the book coming out, available for Christmas 2025. And the question was, have you had threesomes? And for you
My
have
bad, Brenda.
for me, you have to ask the right question, and threesome just wasn't one of the freaky things that I did.
Have you been part of the Mile High Club?
Oh, what is this now? Question, Brenda? No,
Yeah,
that's
Brenda.
Molly has a show to do. Molly, get back to the question. Go ahead.
Look at you
We
running
move
for
on.
the, look at you running for the locker room.
We can start with Brenda then, Phil. What is some of the freakiest things y'all done? What is some freaky things? Since we say certain things, some of us did it, some of us didn't. We just going straight to it. What is some of the freakiest things you remember doing? Whoever want to start it off, you can wait last, Brenda.
I go first just to embarrass my daughter in the car.
Oh shit!
No, not the car.
Remember,
My wife is low key an exhibitionist.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
You know
you
what I mean?
outside. You outside.
Yeah, my wife is an exhibitionist, and even when we was dating young, there was plenty of outside in the park, and people watching all that shit.
Yep.
She don't. She love that shit. When anytime we go like out of town to a hotel or something, she want the windows open, the thing open, everything people can hear. Blah blah. She don't care. She
Yeah,
love that
Let
shit.
exhibition is
Love that
a
shit.
category. Look it up.
Yeah. We had people knock on the door thinking she was getting murdered in that bitch. All that shit. She love all that. There you go.
Type
So
shit.
so one of the freakiest when we was dating one time was at the park on the bridge, and people was just standing at the ends of the bridge waiting until we finished.
Stop
Damn,
playing.
damn, I believe him too. Damn.
That's crazy. It's like, yeah, don't go down
That's
there
good
yet.
times.
Don't go
There you
that
go.
way.
There you go. Beat that,
I'm
Brenda.
I'm scared to ask Funny Man. We're gonna ask you last, Funny Man. I'm gonna say that for last.
please
Phil,
say that for last.
Phil,
Or
we
say
coming to
that
you,
for
Phil.
ass.
We coming to you, Phil.
In the parking lot of the Park Rangers, or the parking lot of the Park Ranger joint at Rock Creek Park.
Oh yeah, y'all went
So
hard, boy.
one time
Uh-oh.
in an old relationship, I did this whole there's a trick. It's I had a dream that I did this, and I said, well, hey baby, and I was used to my more on the lesbian side relationships, and I said, hey baby, I had a dream that I poked you in the butt, and
Oh
I
no!
wasn't expecting him to be
Oh
like,
Lord.
let's give it a try. And apparently I'm just really good at humping because he's gay now.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
The
Oh,
fuck
you
Nah,
done
the
turned him out.
she was gay
masculinity
You
hat
before
done,
on.
Destiny. He was gay
you ought to
before
be.
that.
Yeah, you
Oh
done
no,
You
turned him
didn't
honey,
out. You
he
just
turn
said
opened
him.
that
the door.
before that. Nobody had ever
You
poked
broke
him in
that
the butt, and then
man.
I did it, and he said, "You know what?
Man.
This is awesome."
She was his first.
Uh,
You
He
broke.
uh,
popped his
You broke
cherry.
that man.
I sure did.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if anybody can top that one, Trey.
I don't know. I don't know
She
if
out
anybody
here.
wants to,
Yeah. I
Shit.
don't know.
but I
Unless
think
I
she was on
say
the.
Superman can do it.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna say the name of the school, but I say having access to the motherfucking auditorium, big ass auditorium lot. Motherfuckers stay getting pregnant and shit in the auditorium and all that shit. But anyway, that in this old ISS classroom, it was this unused staircase that led to this room that used to be used for ISS kids to get in trouble and all that shit. But um, definitely was active in my school community. Definitely was active. Yeah. So I mean, I would say yeah, just doing some being surprised I did shit in the school. Like yeah.
Yeah, man, Trey, them textbooks fucked up in there, boy. Y'all done left a mess everywhere, touching everything. Oh,
Why is this so
Nah, it was
sticky?
an unused room, so nobody was going like have a reason to use the room. It was a staircase nobody used for any reason because they didn't do classes over there. So whatever you can do with man,
Sex, leave bodies, do all kinds of shit.
them
all
school
types of
joints,
shit.
boy.
Man,
Them
you
school
good, man.
joints serious. Them joints. I mean, we caught a
Yeah.
retarded girl giving a retarded guy head. I know you can't say the R word, but nah, they both was going, and she wouldn't stop. Security telling her to stop, and she wouldn't stop. I was like, this is crazy. Everybody was just looking and laughing. I was like, dog, they didn't care. They didn't know like you go somewhere in the cut hide. They was just open
Yeah.
doing it.
Suck it.
I was like, damn, this amazing.
Damn.
Ain't
Funny
nothing like
man.
retarded sex.
You're Brenda, man.
Wait
Who
for Todd to
first?
say.
Brenda, you going in one of them chapters, chapter 10? Give us a
Uh-huh.
little sneak peek of the book. I know you got something in there you can share with
Let's see.
You gotta be careful, Brenda. Missionary is freaky to her. So
It really, 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 really is. But so let's see. Oh, one time we got caught by the people out at the lake. We happened to go and park out at the lake and get it on, and the park ranger came up to the car and was like mid stroke and was like, "What are you?"
Yeah. I knew
Oh
it.
shit.
So,
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
that shit's happened.
so it was like almost embarrassing, but the reason he came over to the car is because, of course, this one was well endowed. So I was like at the top of my register with the type of situation going on.
He
he
drew
thought you
him
was
in.
getting murdered.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
killing
I,
that
But
right
once
now.
he found out
That
you was
shit
in good
killed
hands,
her ass.
I can definitely say this. He was what the term is blowing my back out. He was definitely had my
You can
kidney.
hear her smiling and shit.
that's why you walk funny now.
She said, blowing my back out.
Brendan would
Smiling shit. You heard that shit right.
It was embarrassing, but I started laughing. Like as soon as we got caught, that's how I knew I was crazy. Is because instead of being embarrassed, I just like broke out laughing because I was like, I know it's not funny now, but I'm gonna look back at this and it's gonna be funny. And I was right. Here I am laughing about it. I had my legs like up by my ears. We were in the car. Yeah, we were playing Legos for real. And knocked on the window, and he must have been standing there a couple of minutes because his knocks got gradually louder. So you know how he tried to knock like all polite at first, I guess.
Brenda,
We didn't. He he started banging on the window.
I'm gonna tell you what he was doing. He was sitting there watching you for a while he was jacking on. He knocked on the window when he finished.
Yep.
I have
Well, he got done.
I have no idea, but it was funny as shit because
You got a friend that an officer friend that really know you and like you roaming around.
I'm trying, and I never moved away from the town, so he's probably still on the force to this day. And
He got
probably
fond memories of you.
I'm telling you, because it was, it was bad. It was bad. I got caught.
Sounds like it was great.
It was.
Somebody need to get that Brenda back out of
it. Did y'all stop?
It wasn't great because it hurt. And yes, we stopped after he banged on the window. You
felt like he rescued you.
Yes. I was like, thank God somebody came along, motherfuck. Like, I'm never try this shit again. Like, okay, I get it. I was nosy. He kept saying I got a 10.5-inch dick, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. I'm down. Yeah. Oh, wow. Bad move. Huh?
So if y'all pussy's supposed to be, but if y'all pussy not supposed to be, but so deep, yeah, like she said, like where is that going? Because when you watch,
that's why I was like, that's why the police officer came over. There was nowhere for it to go.
Brenda. Like Linnell said, y'all do have a back room, so. He had banged up in the back room. He was up there where you buy cars and boats and shit for niggas.
He couldn't get it through the front door. That was the problem. That's why like I said, that's why the police officer came over. There was nowhere for it to go. It couldn't even get in the front door. That's what we were having the problem.
So some nigga walking around mad now.
Because he couldn't. Damn, ain't got caught up. Couldn't get it, ain't got caught up.
But it was embarrassing. I mean, like Destiny said, when we were young.
So how long did it take you to walk home after that, after he put you out the car?
He put me out the car. He took me home, thank you. Because around here, if he didn't take me home, his ass would have been like the first thing on the morning news. Like, this man was the last one that was seen with this black girl right here. My daddy didn't play that. He ain't hear from me in a day. Somebody was, somebody in their ass.
You think your daddy didn't play that. Wait until he found out what you was doing.
Well, here's the thing. He's dead and gone now. Rest in peace, Daddy. 8 years or 7 years.
Take a deep breath. Daddy gonna go crazy when he found out Daddy. I used to love that song until I had to do it. Hey, funny man. Hey man, it's up to you, man. I'm just nervous, man. What's some of the freakiest shit that you ever done in your lifetime, man?
The freakiest.
I'm gonna go ahead and play some background music for you, cause this shit better be
This nigga need background music. Go ahead, man. Let us have it. Oh no, don't let us have it. Just
I think the freakiest thing that I done, it was I don't know if it was freaking. It was more surprising to me or whatever like that, because I messed with this one chick and her best friend or whatever like that. No, one lived in Baltimore, the other lived not too far away from here or whatever, but they was best friends or whatever, and they didn't know that they slept with each other. So they invited me over to the house, and just plain on just chilling, because I was cool with both of them, whatever. And we ended up going to the room. We was watching TV and stuff, and all ordered a pizza and stuff like that. No, the other chick act like she was asleep. So while she was acting like she was asleep, the other chick started giving me head and everything like that. And I was like, whoa, I was like, because like I said, we already messed before. But I said, so she woke up and she seen what was going on. I'm like, oh shoot, it's gonna be, all hell broke loose. She started, licking on my nipples and stuff like that. No, so, you know what I mean. So, yeah, so you know what I mean. We all, got it in or whatever like that.
Y'all now y'all one big happy family.
Oh, that was 3 years ago.
He said that she started licking
I
on
know
his
that's not
nipples
music
and
playing.
everywhere. He stopped right there. That's when it came into play. The first ass lick in the experience. He had one girl in the front, one girl in the back. Yeah,
No.
I thought it was gonna be crazier than that though. I ain't gonna lie.
I really did.
I mean, like
Yeah, he forgot to mention that she pulled a goat out the closet.
Trying to goat out the closet.
I ain't
That
gonna
wasn't
lie.
that freaky to him. The goat wasn't that freaky to him. He's like, oh, it's just a goat.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody freaky scale 1 to 10. I get Brenda probably was the freakiest. I'm shocked.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, she getting back strokes, getting caught.
Yeah, it was a wild time. It was I was more or less inhibited than I am now. My son made me care more about getting caught out at the lake with my legs up by my ears.
Oh, wait a minute, how many times did this happen?
I gotta give it to the beast. I mean, they're doing it out in public or whatever. I mean, I did that before or whatever, but they talking about like windows down and
the bridge. And he said the hotel. So he had a few. He didn't know which one to pick from, so he gave us a few of they like top 5. That was top 5.
And the prize goes to
man, I don't know.
Give it to Destiny because she over there breaking dudes.
Oh
man,
not about that.
Freaky, that one freaky. That was
Destiny gets my vote. I ain't never been nowhere near that category.
Yeah, Reese would have loved that.
Yeah, not about that.
Reese would have had that
dude wearing a skirt now.
We didn't hear Trey. Trey got away.
Trey said the high school, the bathroom. I mean the stairwell in the room.
Right.
Yeah, Trey was in school cutting up.
Yeah, ISS room and the
stairwell, the library books
and shit.
Yeah, he didn't want to say Susan in high school, but it's okay.
But that's
I was born in
Alexandria. Do you ever see this guy now? Do you ever see this guy now and feel bad about what you did to him?
No, he's happy.
So he gay now.
He happy now.
Open the doors for new life.
Just think, if he had never met you, he would have a wife and kids now.
Oh man, that's too
and be
funny
sad.
though. Yeah, that's too funny.
Yeah, and be sad as a motherfucker.
I know. I think my epic one probably was on the plane. That was exciting. I think that was exciting, but that's only because the guys was able to order a PJ, so it ain't like we went through the airport and through that shit. So it was good to experience a private jet a couple of times, and you can have as much fun as you want on that motherfucker. They drugs, anything on there. Like I was like, this shit is crazy, but it does cause a lot. I ain't got the money to do it, but yeah, if you ever get a chance to go on a PJ with anybody, just know, man, you can do things on there. So I think that was one of the most.
I don't know. In high school, I got hit on a Greyhound bus, but that wasn't that. It was just.
Yeah, you was terrible, Slim, in high school on a bus. That's somebody's daughter. See, that's why I be worried about niggas like Phil today. They out here.
Hell, I'm somebody's son. What that got to do with anything?
And you encouraging somebody's daughter to suck your dick on the bus in high school. Hey, look, put them books down, girl. What you studying for, man? Hey, give me some of that knowledge.
We went away to Kings Dominion for our senior trip.
Yeah. Oh yeah, senior trip turned up.
Yeah.
Senior trip turned up. Damn, Reese would definitely love your answer, Destiny. Though that's crazy to me,
Destiny,
man.
you got to tell Reese that again. We can't deprive her of that.
Hey,
She
hey
like that
Molly.
mutilation and shit. She like that shit.
All you need is Dark Horse by Katy Perry.
Uh-oh.
Oh Lord, he getting fucked the dark horse. That's crazy.
That's it. What's that, funny man? You had a question?
No, I didn't have a question. I had a one of the craziest things that I seen. Whatever, no, there was a chick that was laying around. You know, people was around her, whatever, and all. And they the dude took a like one of them the Garcia the cigar tubes or whatever, and
Yeah.
started following her or whatever like that and all. And then he had like a mop or whatever like that. And she was like, whoa. She said, you ain't putting that in me or whatever like that. No, and he was like, all right, so he just put it down, a little bit over by or whatever. No, took the tube and was going at it again. And then while she was, like in a daze, wherever, like, took it out, took that mop, said, whoop.
Stop playing.
And someone killed themselves doing that once.
What the hell?
Y'all
There
are evil
was
people.
a girl that she was masturbating with the broom in her laundry room, and her mama walked in with her, and instead of taking it out, she just jumped down and she impaled herself and killed herself.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Start sweeping.
Oh, no.
Damn.
She should have
got
played it off
fucked
and
to
just
death.
started.
You can
Right.
really get fucked to death. That's amazing. Damn. That's
You got
good.
to be creative writing her obituary.
Yeah, for
be
real.
careful.
Wow.
Can you imagine being
When they
that
asked how
parent
she
that
died.
walked in just to
Oh.
change the laundry and your kid's dead now?
Yep. Because they wanted
Yeah.
to fuck a bro. Damn.
Damn.
Damn, you should have told me. I would have bought you a toy or something.
Man, what?
You ain't had to-
100 of
Right.
them.
Then I heard like
Destiny, would you do that for your daughter?
women using frozen hot dogs and they're getting stuck inside of them and junk.
What the hell?
Yeah, I seen that type shit.
Is that
Yeah,
like
get
when
up.
men shove cars up their ass or something?
No, because
What
like,
website y'all
when
be on? What y'all be
something froze, it
My
sticks.
X
algorithm ain't.
hamster, XNXX, and shit.
People is weird.
Yeah.
The one I was
Destiny, if
talking
you
about
had
was
a
on.
daughter, would you buy her something like that?
Nah.
If you had a daughter, would you buy her a toy?
I would very likely. I would rather her have a toy than go out and sleep with a guy that can get her pregnant.
Really? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
My
If
Yeah.
my
daughter.
daughter asks for a toy,
No,
boy, I don't know. I might just
am I
lock her in
muted?
the
Oh, I'm
room,
not muted.
paint it up,
You
tell her
were.
she went miss.
No, my daughter looking at me all funny. I was like, I ain't buying you shit. You bought your own shit. What the fuck I look like? No, I ain't buying you a goddamn thing.
Well, they have to be of a certain
Yeah,
age
that'd
to
be
go into
weird to
that
go in
store.
there. Yeah, that'd be weird to go in
Yeah.
there like, hey, what you looking for, sir? I'm looking to buy my daughter a nice toy. Like what? Like yeah, they gonna
Nice
lock your
dildo.
ass
They
up.
gonna call the police.
Yeah. Right on your ass.
Well, I mean, she could just go to Amazon. You can
What?
give her some money.
Oh,
Give her $30
Like
to
yeah,
go to
she's
Amazon.
16. Yeah, that should fit her well. She's 16. Yeah, start her off with this. Like
This is more her style.
Well,
I'm
I
looking.
no, my daughter said she was looking at me because of what Destiny said. She said that's what she said to me. You should rather me be using this than going out here having sex with some guy and getting pregnant.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember the argument when it happened. I did take the rose when I got it, and then I do remember her saying, "Don't worry, I'll order another one next week." So I do remember that.
Damn.
My daughter, see, I have a son. I think that's why God gave me a boy. He was like, you ain't gonna know what to do with no girl, so just here's something that's easy, easier to raise within that first 10 years, because girls, yeah, they might be easier after the 10 years goes by, because I know what a woman's body is supposed to do. But definitely, my daughter coming to me going, buy me a rose or a toy or something I'd be like, okay, we got to have a whole different conversation because I see we done skipped like 30 chapters in the book. I guess I'm like one of those old school moms. Like that's what it is. Yeah, I'm
So that
probably
comes from us wanting to be too much of our kids' friends instead of their damn parents.
exactly. I come from the old school. Like I think I'm like my age range is one the last, like old school parents. And I don't know, my son, he still respects me. He doesn't cuss in front of me. We have that kind of relationship. Like I'll go with him to buy the weed, but he can't smoke it in front of me. Like that's
What?
probably the lie.
Well, here's the thing. So, for me personally, with my daughter, I've always made sex a conversation because I don't want her to ever hide that from me because that was important to me. I don't want, if she decides to have sex, I want her to feel open enough to tell me, Dad, I'm going to have sex so I can make sure that she's so I
Ooh,
And then me.
ooh.
Somebody
Nah,
playing the
that's
banjo.
It's
We'll just let a nigga come
I'm
back.
pretty sure he was saying he wants her to be verbal so that if she gets interested in sex, he can put her on birth control.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
Or give
I'm
a
here and there on that because certain birth controls work with certain women differently. The birth control I'm on now works with my body great, but the birth control I was on about 7 years ago, it actually had this ridiculous effect on my body. Not to be a crybaby here, but thanks to that birth control, my body creates more eggs than it should. Therefore, if I slip on my current birth control, I get pregnant. And thanks to the endometriosis, I have a miscarriage. So I have to stay on top of my shit. Some birth controls will take away a mother's ability to have a baby. So yeah, and it's not every woman. Every woman's body is different. Just like if you get put on antipsychotics, if you're different, welcome back, Beast. If this one might work for this person and not work for this one.
See, my mom was more like I see if I would have went to her and said I want birth control or let's talk about that. She would have, she'd been like, oh, okay, you interested in having babies? Here, watch your brother. She'd been like, okay, I'm going on a trip. You can be a mama to your brother. My brother is 11 years younger than I. So he, that was our form of birth control. Take care of your siblings. And then we was like, okay, we don't want nothing to do with kids. But all of that, I would be hoping that my daughter was saving it for marriage. So if she came to me and said, okay, you want birth control? That means, oh no, like I'd have been a mess. Like it wouldn't have been like so easy for my daughter. I guess I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be hard. I want her to have to really search.
I've seen too many girls go out there and get pregnant because they're afraid to talk to their parents instead of having that conversation with your parent and enjoying giving yourself
There you go.
the right.
There you go.
Again. All right, fuck it.
Sticks, boy.
He said, all right, fuck it. I'm sure, I am sure that is what, with all the research and stuff, that he is exactly right with what he's saying. Destiny, you too. That's why God gave me a boy. That's all I'm saying. Because I'd be looking at her like the same way my mom would be looking at me if I went to her and said, birth control. And I didn't have my son until I was 24 or 25. Because I knew my mama meant it. She was like, if you get pregnant, you better make sure he got somewhere for you to live. That was birth control enough.
Mm.
You
Not
one of them scared chicks.
what?
You one of them scared chicks. Most of the time, I
Mm-hmm.
ain't give a damn.
Well, I was one of those ones that didn't want to live on the street. And see, I think a lot of young ladies, because they're like, my mama wouldn't put me out. I'm her baby. I'm her kid, not my mom. My mom would have put me out.
Beast is
Damn.
back. You can
Baby,
since you've been breaking up every time you
All
say
right, I
something.
think
That's what it's on.
yeah, nah, I was in a bad area. I think I'm good now. Can y'all hear me good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear
Yeah.
you now.
All right, so I don't know what you heard that I was saying, but I made it a point to make sure that that sex is an open conversation in our household. That it messed up again? What?
Now you go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
You
you're good
good?
now. Yeah, you
You
was.
fighting through.
Nah, because I didn't want, because my biggest fear is that my daughter will be out there doing something and it is too late and she's pregnant and this that, and other and ruin and then we have to make the decision to do this or do that. So I've always just made it since just a casual conversation piece that we can have that conversation openly and we discuss everything about even like her friends at school. She's come to me and talked to them, or talked to me about them, and what should her friend do. And I gave her the best advice I could give her, and this, that, and the other. So it was just important to me. And it may not be the same for everybody, but you got to have. When it comes down to sex, I just feel like it was something that I never wanted to hide from my children because I didn't want them to go out and do something and not be responsible and not know how to take care of themselves. So
Mm.
that's it.
I mean, if you don't have that conversation, there's too many influences in the street that will have it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Mm.
Absolutely, Phil. Because they're gonna hear it. You know,
they're gonna hear it.
we were all in high school. In my high school, you know, just like Trey said, they was fucking in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
you
Plenty
go
of
to
them got
the
pregnant.
bathroom and this bitch getting fucked. So, you know, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it. I'd rather be the first one to have the actual conversation with you to know, so you know, because you might think that's normal. It's not normal. It's daddy. Like get the fuck out of here. You in the damn bathroom, no protection. What the fuck? So you know,
Mm.
Y'all
Yeah.
remind me.
it's just. I wanted to make sure that my voice was
The voice they
my
heard.
voice was. Yeah, the voice she heard when she started thinking, she was like, well, you know, look, I can talk to my father. I can say this to him and he won't get upset. There's a safe place. We always have had that safe place conversation. Like, like my daughter, I need to talk to you and get your true opinion, not dad opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all might say we're friends and dad. I'm still clearly dad. She knows that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Right.
still
Right.
clearly dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But just because I'm able to have that conversation with you doesn't change who I am in your life. You know what I'm saying? At
Right.
no point in time I think my daughter ever thought I was her friend. You know what I'm saying? She just thought
Yeah.
you can hear her laugh. She just thought, you know. But I always wanted her to feel safe that she can have a conversation with me, and I'm not going to hold it against her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that's what happens the most. Yeah, that's what usually happens.
Yeah. I think
uh,
we should have them conversations more though. You know, definitely with your
We
kid.
should.
If definitely if they're interested in it. But the adults, we need to have these conversations amongst each other because my daughter getting to an age when she gonna experience that, and I don't know who to talk to about it. But knowing that Beast been through that and he have a child, I can at least talk to him. You know, to know like what to expect from this. How should I deal with this and talk to her? But when you didn't as an adult, the only thing you try to do is shield them from that. You know, protect them from that because you know eventually they might get hurt, and you don't want to see your kids hurt in no aspect of life. You know, so I think as adults, we need to start speaking to other adults that actually already had kids that dealt with these problems, and I think that'll help. You think so, funny man?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm 100%
Let me
agree.
ask y'all a question while I'm thinking about it. We doing this show for gun violence,
Mm-hmm.
and I spoke to one of the city councilors yesterday, and this lady argued me down, talking about this is not our responsibility. This is these kids' parents' responsibility, which
Okay.
I agree with. But that lady argued me down about this is not our responsibility our responsibility to deal with this. It's the kid's responsibility to do this. I mean, not the kid's parents' responsibility to do this. What I didn't disagree with is true. It is the kid's parents, but if the kid's parents aren't doing it, we need to step up and help our kids. But that lady was adamant. She got angry at me about that. You know. So
I
what do
mean,
you?
Phil, sometimes it's the kids' parents that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I told her. And she like, I don't want to hear about kids raising kids, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, you're in a position of authority. You can't think like that.
Right.
I didn't want to change the subject, but when we was talking about what parents should do and conversations that parents should have with their kids, sometimes the parents aren't in a position to have those conversations. I'm talking about the gun violence and the violence problem, but sometimes, the parents don't know. You know, if a parent that had her kid when she was 13 and 14 years old, what does she know about telling her daughter or her son about, doing the right thing sexually? I mean, she may have learned over the years, but sometimes, you're a victim of your environment. You can only teach what you know.
Hmm. Nah, I agree with you, Phil. That even if the parents if the parents don't know how to have the conversation, it's still our responsibility. That doesn't, because it still affects us. It doesn't just because the parents don't do something doesn't mean that it's not going to affect you or anybody else that you love. You know what I'm saying? So why would you not have that conversation, or try to do something about it? I mean, that to me, that's just somebody who don't want to do their fucking job.
Pretty much.
So
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I think it always leads back to the parent, to the raising, right? So it's like nature versus nurture, right? But maybe if you can have a combination of both, we're busy arguing about whose responsibility it is, and kids and people are getting shot every couple of days. My thing is this: we're here now, so there's no arguing about, oh well, it's their parents' responsibility or our responsibility. It doesn't matter. We're here now. So the important part is like, what are we doing? Should we put together a program for parents to teach them how to talk about the hard stuff? And if you do put that program together, who's coming to it? Because parents these days, they don't want you to tell them how to raise their children, however they may be raising them. So therefore, you're in a black hole because there's no coming out of it. So you can sit around and be busy about arguing whose fault it is, or actively doing something to, you know, take aim at the situation. So parents, I think of course it's their issue. You're the first influence that you have over your children. And it's up to you to maintain that influence. And some people don't care about it.
we got to go home to get it and then come
Yeah.
back.
Some
When
people
people,
need video games and TV to raise their children.
yeah, I think some people forget that a lot of these parents are still kids themselves. So they tend to be like, well, why the parents ain't that? The parents only 17 years old, or the parent just turned 21 but had their kid at 14. You know, so they still got a lot of growing doing themselves. So it's like we need to start helping the parents so they can help the kid.
Exactly.
And even if you help the kid, you still help the parent. You know, a lot of these parents be working and then their kids just running the streets because they ain't got money for daycare or they just ain't got nowhere else for them to go. Somebody watch them. So it's good for these after school programs. I know the school that I work with, the program I work with, a lot of them kids ain't got nowhere else to go. So they stay up there all the way to 8 o'clock. And most time it's good because they parents just be getting off work about 7 o'clock and can pick them up. But if they ain't have us, they'd just be hanging around there on the streets and getting into God's know what. So these parents do need help, you know. So I know it starts at home, but at the same time, a lot of these homes they just need a little help, and just that little push can help their kid a long way.
Well,
You know,
I'm a big believer in working with the kid because a lot of times the parents already got their minds made up. But if you start with the kid, that kid is going to be the next parent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always reach to the kids. But
there you go. Like I said, we're here now. And as far as the parents, blaming it on or pointing fingers at one or the other, we're here now. So now we have to, actively get with it. And like you said, working with the kids, those are the new parents in the future. So you might stop the bleeding, I guess it is. Like you got to cut your losses and then start fresh and grow from there. Because after my age range, I think we were the last of the actual real parenting until police came in and told you that you couldn't, whoop your kids, or that corporal, quote unquote, corporal punishment was bad. So when they come in and start telling you how to raise your kids and they don't know your kid, then you start having, you got to just skip that whole mess and start with the next generation.
Yeah. Helping the kid is helping the parent regardless. So you want to come help my kid?
Show them. Somebody in the comments is saying, I think y'all are talking about sex keeps you in shape. Is that?
Yeah, I said that. I responded that.
And Trey is like, Friday, I want some freaky to be going off. So.
That was my response to.
Oh yeah, that was earlier. Yeah,
somebody
but it's true though.
They get
I do
lazy,
like the informative part though. I think it does keep you on your toes.
Like you about to say something, then you stop.
There was something else that was freaky or whatever. No, I had a threesome with a mom and daughter. Now it don't take out Destiny's junk or whatever like that. No, but
yeah, nah.
Damn, that's a crazy scenario. I heard of people like that.
Mom and daughter.
Yeah. It started out because and the daughter looked way better than the mom. Whatever the mom was like late 50s or something like that. No, she was like almost 30 or whatever. So it started out with
right in the middle.
Because I didn't even think about whatever. No, and she was talking about an ex, whatever. No, they did it before or whatever, and I was like, just joking around or whatever. No, I was like, oh, sure, I like to try that, whatever. No, and she was like, well, I'll hit her up and see if she's down again. And it happened.
It's not very often you get to look at the package and the manufacturer.
Yeah, at the same damn time. You'd have seen the whole operation, Slim.
Yo, that's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Like
so did they only do things to you, or were they like kissing and shit too?
Oh no, it was only to me or whatever.
Oh, okay, all right. That's what.
So they were just staring at you. They were just staring at you or whatever, and not looking at each other.
Right. Like
I done seen plenty of porn situations like that, and they be kissing and shit.
Yeah,
they be acting out. That's fake moms. They ain't no moms.
Yeah, I know.
Fake moms.
That stepmom porn.
Yeah, that stepmom shit and all that. She cleaning the high heels and shit. Right. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I
Yeah,
I
ain't
couldn't
he
that's
is
imagine
some
that.
that.
I have
bullshit.
a beautiful mother. No, I would not share a man with her.
That's damn. That's crazy.
Man, what if I heard some shit? I go beat my mom and my sister ass. Like
Well,
fuck,
right.
y'all nasty motherfuckers. Yeah. And that's probably one of the
Yeah.
first time mom probably always hitting on her boyfriend, so she probably got to the point like, fuck it, she gonna flirt and hit him anyway. Might as well just share 'em, you know? Like that's
Damn
crazy.
though, but
Funny
hit her up
man.
like a homegirl is crazy.
Yeah.
Hit her up like
Yeah.
she one of your homies is wild as
Well,
shit.
can you do it if your partner was to come and say, look, I want bring somebody else along? Do you tell your partner no? You're not interested, Because most girls, they
Uh,
think that's a
Bring
gift.
somebody along and bring your mother along are two different
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. That's totally
yeah,
different. Moms, that's crazy. That all the family,
that's
that
some real
the
porno
cookouts.
shit.
She finally meets somebody now. Mom in relationship. You still there? I don't know. Was you ever in a relationship with the girl, or did you talk to the mom and then the daughter came? How did that work?
Talk to the mom or whatever. I was with the mom,
Wow,
and
Oh my.
she was telling me, I mean,
wow.
it was just hookups or whatever like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't
She
like we was in a
bitches.
relationship or whatever. And then
Oh
you know what I mean, we were just talking about the
man.
freakiest things that we ever did or whatever like that. No, and
You didn't say shit about this.
Oh
huh?
yeah,
Uh,
you ain't say shit about this to the middle.
He was
I
I
had
like,
to, I
told
had to
two
relive
girls
this
and one
No,
gave me a
because
blowy and
you
one licked my nipples. He didn't say I
in
fucked
one
your mom
cup.
and her daughter.
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
uh,
no.
skipped that shit.
That's
that's
another
something
situation.
different. So he just
This is a
pulling them
different
out.
Oh,
situation.
They,
oh,
uh-huh.
Yeah,
So
this is
that's
different.
another situation.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
different
that was
yeah.
situation.
something. That was another frat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know
Look,
what I mean? You're asking the freakiest thing. I'm sitting there trying to think. I'm like, okay, what? You know what I mean?
list goes
I've done
on.
a lot of crazy stuff. Like,
See, that's
but
crazy. See, you ain't that freaky. See, whenever I think that same thing come to my mind, like damn, the plane. That always come to mind. I ain't even got too many options. Funny man, 100 things come to mind. He don't even know which one to choose from.
yeah,
He just on there like,
that's
oh
what it
yeah,
was.
and this one, and this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
funny man.
that's
You done lived the life, man. Hey, as long as you clean, you ain't got no disease or nothing like that,
right.
man. You
Yeah,
there,
yep,
You
yep.
actually
Hey,
made
you're
it.
my
Now
fucking
you need to
fine.
slow down.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you're my fucking fine.
I like how whenever he said that he went.
Yeah, like that part. Hey, nah, man. It's a freaky world though. Set sale. Everything is about sets. No matter what you watch, your favorite TV shows. They got 100 set scenes. If you're like, damn, it about 5 set scenes. That's half of the show, but you don't notice it because we all freaky. It's like at one point we all even watched porn or we wanted to make porn.
yep,
And that's
yep,
the last question
yep.
of the day. Have any of y'all ever had a partner that asked y'all, then let's record?
Yeah,
And if so, did y'all do
yeah,
it?
yep.
The
It seemed like
individual
Trey.
I poked has a video that only he has of me doing
No,
said poking.
no. He recorded that.
He
Oh
said, I
my
want to watch it. I was like, okay. And so he got two videos to watch actually.
oh my goodness.
Oh, shoot.
Goodness, man, that's crazy. What about you, Trey Money, man? You
Yeah.
done whipped out the
Whenever,
iPhone.
nah, it wasn't even at that time. Motherfuckers had smartphones, but that was on the motherfucking old school camcorder. Not no big ass fat ass camcorder and shit. It was like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little camcorder you post up in the corner of the room, and you know,
yep.
sometimes you might create your own little scenario or some shit or whatever, or but yeah. And that's why I don't ever want to blow up and get famous. And I don't ever want to buy it. Be like, look what I have. Nah, I ain't trying to do no shit like that. So
You
nah.
got
I
your
hope
Ray
I
J
hope it's
tape.
destroyed in the
So you're
trash or something. I hope
destroyed.
I hope
Trey
that shit
out here
gone.
somewhere, boy. You out here on the net somewhere.
Yes. I hope not. I hope
Well, too
not,
funny,
man.
man. You got your Ray J tape out here somewhere.
I mean, shoot. I mean, some of the husbands, whatever, know recorded. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Yeah. They still using
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it sound like Funny Man might be watching one
You
right
on a
now.
VHS tape and shit.
Uh, got them things labeled. Got them labeled.
I'm serious. Sometimes they want to
You right in
commentate
the
and stuff.
middle.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would help them people delete it, but did y'all delete y'all's on y'all end? Do y'all still got any footage?
Man, I got shit, man. If you look at your Gmail
Yeah.
and you go back on shit that you saved and sent to your Gmail, you might disgust yourself, honestly.
Yeah.
You might disgust yourself. But the dark world is forever stored. Unless there's a reason why Gmail crashes and I never have Gmail again, that shit will forever be there. So if anybody ever wanted to be like, oh no, yes you did.
Yeah.
Yes you did.
Stop playing.
But yeah. Yeah, stop
You want
playing.
to play?
But
Yeah,
yeah.
these videos will appear. Brenda,
I like looking back on the past. Yeah.
you got any DVDs out here, homemade movies in the cut that nobody
Yeah.
know about?
No,
It's the
because
all.
I learned early on how damaging. My mom always has the saying: "Speak it, forget it, write it, regret it." So anything that was, you know, there for all time, I usually shied away from when doing my shenanigans. So no camera, all my freaky shit is in my memory. No one has like secret sex tapes out there now, unless they were videotaping me beyond my knowledge. But as far as I know, I'm in the clear.
Okay, and you never been asked, right? They never asked you. None of your partners.
No, no one's ever asked me to record. I think they were just so happy that I had given in that that was the height. They didn't need anything else to make it more exciting. Just the fact that I had finally said okay was enough.
No, that's tough. That's tough. I don't know. I'm a cameraman, so it's obvious.
You're what? A cameraman?
Yeah, I'm a videographer. That's what I do for a living. It's only
I
right that I record.
You just told me you had threesomes, so I ain't gonna say what I think or don't think. But I don't know, like, if I could see you saying to your significant other, "Yeah, let's videotape it."
Oh no, it wasn't always like initiated by me. It was most times her idea. Like I want to record because they see the camera. Most time they see the camera. Let's record. That's da da da. Be like, okay, and we do it. Go back and watch it. Work on some things. Time themselves. Oh, that was
related to
yeah.
that. Some people like watching themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
I prefer that.
You were just okay with this? You was like, okay, cool.
Oh, I was excited. I was like, let's do it. I got my shot ready. Lightning was right. That's like a movie.
So what we have is some video footage out there of Molly in.
Nah. We all delete right out there. We gotta delete it. We delete it. But it might be some. I don't know. Somebody might hold on to something. But
they might have been inside your.
You gotta
camera.
get rid of that because that's my work. Yeah, I work with that. I never wanted to like accidentally, transfer all my pictures from my camera to my computer, and now something messes on my computer and somebody see it or my daughter see it. Like, nah. So we shoot, we see it, laugh a little bit high, we do it again, but this gotta go delete now. Yeah, can't do that. But you never know. But I'm okay with it. My partner want to do that. That's something we doing. I'm all for, but not just no regular dag like somebody I just met and we just somehow just got in the mood to do something. Like, let's record. Now I don't know you like that. I think I'm going. I know. Look, Funny Man. I know I'm disappointing you. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. It got to be somebody. like enough.
Anybody ever asked you to do their OnlyFans page, like to be the?
Oh hell yeah, I got that. I get that porn, all types of shit. I done got asked to do early on. I used to be
Did you
like,
say
okay,
corn?
yeah, porn.
Oh, porn. Okay.
Yeah, I've been asked to do porn. Yeah, but yeah, it's weird how corn always pop up in scenes that I. But nah, like that's just something I just went into, But I had a partner that would go do it, So I book it and he'd go film it, and he was excited. That's something he liked doing. So I just couldn't do it. I'm not trying to watch y'all, do y'all thing like that and record it. It's good money in it, but I can't do it. But OnlyFans, I was with that, if a girl just wanted to take pictures, videos of their feet or twerking or something like that, that ain't much, But when they start going to the extreme, like, nah, I ain't about to be doing that.
Tap out.
Yeah. It gotta be me in the video. I record us and we gonna make some money somehow. Okay, me and my partner. Then other than that, nah.
Well, I hear, they're always hiring male, the men on OnlyFans page to, up their content, Molly. So I'm just saying, I watched the documentary about it, and that's what makes me ask is because I seen all the cameramen and stuff.
It sounds like you've been planning out some OnlyFans. And what's your OnlyFans? What's your OnlyFans, Brenda? You on there showing feet?
www.nowhere.com. Not to say I hadn't thought about it, because the feet thing, I was like, well, I can do my feet. I mean, I got pretty feet. I mean, that's the one thing in life that's held up is my feet. I can put those in the camera.
Put some things in the camera and do it. I'm telling you. What's your OnlyFans page? What's your OnlyFans? You got one, Destiny?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, she looked a little bit to the. Should I tell him? No.
That's my business.
Nah. What you think about it though? What you think about OnlyFans?
OnlyFans is unfair between genders because females can make money very, very easily on there, just saying, "Hey, here's a boob," whereas men can. What you got? If you're not like chiseled and you don't have the market of, well, okay, I'm a big guy, so I'm gonna eat food and be dirty. Like if you don't fit into particular markets that are in demand for women, you're not really going anywhere. The best you got is I hope you have pretty feet. But for women, it's like it's anything. Like, oh, all she posts is back views, all she posts is boobs, all she posts is like above the nipple and up. I mean, when women can have an OnlyFans because, like, oh, I show a lot of leg on there, and that's it. They could block out their face if they wanted to, and it doesn't matter because the body of a woman is considered artwork. So individuals really fucking want that. It's unfair between genders, but it's easy for women.
You're right. Yeah, that's life, though. Women always got ways of making money.
And I mean, if you're all by yourself, then like honestly, whatever. That's your personal choice.
I got a homegirl that makes a lot of money off dirty feet dirty feet junk.
Dirty feet?
Dirty feet.
Dirty feet. Man, that turns them on the dirty feet.
The dirty feet, yeah.
It was a girl on there selling fart jars. She would fart in the jar and sell it, and she was real pretty. People was buying it. Yeah.
People was buying it, so they can
drawers. They would buy these girls underclothes, dog. Like girls would take off their drawers, put it in the box, and they would auction it off.
They want you to run around all day first and go run some errands and shit, and then mail it. They don't want you to go fresh in the car.
Yeah. They don't want it to smell like fresh cotton. It's got to smell like rain. And they so
It's some weird
What
shit
was
out here.
that movie with that I can't remember the character, but it was a it was a movie I think, and the white girl used to do that with her armpits. She used to,
Superstar.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Superstar.
that
Yeah.
reminded me of that. Yeah, she used
Yeah. I
to.
do that when I get nervous. Yeah.
Do that, nah, you do that when you know that shit's stinking.
I think
Right
it's
though.
better
Some people like
maybe
that shit
better
though. They
to
want
stay
you to be
in.
smelly. They want you to be smelly.
Damn.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah.
When
They
you
want you to
start
smell like
choosing
all day.
I can't do
funny
that.
Like
man,
an 8 hour
What's
shift.
that?
if a girl look
Uh-oh.
real good to you, funny man, she bad, you feeling her vibe and everything, and y'all start to have sex and she start to smell. What do? Do you stop or you continue to have sex with her? Everything good, but it just start to stink down there. You know, did
Be
you stop?
honest. Be
You keep
honest.
going.
I'm being totally honest. I mean, I will hold my nose and finish the job. I mean,
Because you already there.
that
You
might be
already.
the last time I see her or whatever like that. No, but yeah, I mean, I'm
I just want to hit that
already.
finish line.
I'm already. Yeah, I might as well just finish it off.
You finishing Trey?
Nah, because I wouldn't have started. Nah, because you
You
smell it.
gotta
You
go down
smell.
first, sniff the region,
When
find out,
that
then make a decision.
that rank shit. You smell that on somebody. You can walk past and get a breeze that they ain't touched up on their lower region in a while. Whether some pussy,
Right.
you smell that fish, that tart shit, or you
Saying
smell
no
some
way.
motherfucking nuts that smell like you've been, on the basketball court. You went to work today. You had a long day. That's not you smelled that. So that to me is disrespect because I feel like unless we on some spontaneous, we just it just
Yeah.
happened type shit. If you plan to link up and you come to my house, if you don't even visually look clean, if you look like you had a rough day or you had a long list of things to do today, I'll turn you around. Yeah, I'll turn you around and see you later. So
Trey said
nah,
she
fuck no,
go.
fuck
What
no,
about you,
nah. You
Destiny?
smell that?
Yeah. Can you go through with it? You was a nice dude. You fuck with his vibe. Let's say y'all already had sex before, but this time he come over, everything good, but for some reason he's sweaty down there. Did you go through with having sex with him? You
There's
know,
a reason why oral is supposed to happen before the actual penetration type stuff. You go
Mhm.
down there. If they got a smell, all right, honey. I'm sorry. Go take a fucking shower. I'm not
And look
sitting
around
here
that motherfucker
inhaling
too.
all you from under
Check
you.
around,
Okay?
check them lips, and look under them lips and shit, and make
I'm
sure.
not inhaling
At
you from
least
under
bring
Check
it.
them
you.
balls, ladies.
Shower
Yeah,
and it'll be a clean penis up in this face. How about that?
but yeah, you see, Destiny still ain't throw it out though. She said she can go clean that. Hey, go clean that motherfucker and bring it back. You know,
Yeah.
Tracy get
Yeah.
that shit bad.
Well, like
And
Justin
funny
said,
Yeah.
man said he just gonna fight through it. Fuck that shit.
or change into a shower scene. I mean,
Smart
And
guy.
find a
but
reason to get in the shower together.
I'm still getting that nut.
Yeah, but shower sex is uncomfortable, man.
I'm still getting
It's
that nut.
Depends how
overrated.
big your
Extremely
shower is.
overrated. Extremely overrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like it
That's
looks hot and everybody's wet and da 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 da.
all
There's
that
some
shit,
chicks go
but
from having like all this hair to like this flat shit going on them,
yep.
and then like the water from like your shower
There's
conflicts with
chlorine in it
the
and shit.
liquid coming out of her, and then it just turns into
Uh-huh.
this uncomfortable
And
rubbing.
Drying that shit
and
up.
the balance. You know what I mean? You're worrying about slipping and falling. She's worrying about
So that's just some
It's
movie
also the
shit.
size of the shower. My shower, I do like this, and I'm touching both my walls. I got a little shower, but if it was a big
Oh, yeah.
shower, maybe I'd consider it a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to fall through that glass, so I'm never going
On the movies, boy, they be having some big ass showers. They be
Yeah,
like two
yeah.
shower
yeah.
heads, so people
They got
looking
a
down.
bench in there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
shit like that. That's
Yeah.
different because you can sit in a personal corner away from the shower head and shit like that and fuck and all
Yeah.
that. That shit different. But that's that chlorine water dry your shit up. Fuck no. Fuck no. That shit ain't good.
I
That
think
shit
our
ain't good.
girl Brenda is gone for today. But hey, as always, man, before we get out of here, we gotta give these people some good freaky energy to go off with until Monday. We can start with you, Funny Man. Give these people some good energy before we get out of here.
Some good freaky energy. Hey, you know what I mean? Have fun, but be safe or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Prevent yourself from diseases, you know what I mean? Unwanted kids or whatever like that. No, but still have some fun.
Have fun out there, man. We on the U Trade Money, man. Give these people some good energy before we get out of here. Some good
Shit,
advice.
y'all better explore your motherfucking self. Half y'all don't know what the fuck it means to please yourself, let alone trying to get a nut from somebody else. If you can't get it over there, you can get it right over here by yourself. Ain't shit you can't do with these hands. If you got all 10 fingers, ain't shit you can do with it that somebody else can't do for you. So get your nut, bust that nut. Live better, smile a little bit, get out in the sun. Bust a nut, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we did mention toys and all type of things out there. So if you lonely, you ain't gotta be lonely. There's other
You
ways
ain't
out
gotta.
there. Get that lazy sex in, you know. How about you, Destiny? Give these people some good energy before we get up out of here.
Even prostitutes know to watch their bits before they go on to the next guy. Don't be popping up on some girl or guy with some nasty bits going on. Nobody wants to smell what you've been doing today.
That great
Y'all
shit.
take some showers, go find some love, or find a toy if that's your thing. And regardless of if you get yours or not, have a positive day.
That's right.
I know that's right.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. Before y'all leave, make sure y'all hit that like and share button. Y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe. We miss you, Reese Ree. We'll see you Monday. As always, love. We up
All right.
out of here. Peace.